Dig a little crack, baby.
Yeah, tell me you ain't feeling that. You better stop playing. Look at you. Stop playing, man. Listen, y'all feeling that. Yeah. What's that? It's fine. That's fine right there. That's fire. Ooh. Wow. They see the wings on my back and they know I'm gon' fly. So what the fuck's supposed to do? Just try to please people. Got my ABK crew family and I don't think people. Remember, used to put newspaper in my tennis shoes. Used to walk around in them tennis, the many shoes. For party nigga, I was too thugged out for that. Never told all my enemies I couldn't be a rat. But niggas told on me, nigga, they got it in return. Now ain't they mama's living room in a nice earth. And you know, people can call in too, right? We're serious up in here. Don't act like we don't. Listen. This is real stuff up here. Goddamn Tony M, you right, baby. It's showtime, baby. Yeah. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in it, poppin' nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, I hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches. This just for my killers who just straight up murder. You know what I'm saying? You out on yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to play with it. Ma, get it right with my man, God. So any drama, don't believe me, that there's no problem. Niggas will torture your ass, you wish they fucking rob you. Menace to society, that's my favorite one. Desert Eagle 50 caliber, that's my favorite gun. My nature gunner, yes, I'm gunning for the fucking dome. You the home kid, cause you always running fucking home. And BK got a boy, your house, we'll clap it up. Around my mouth like a big booty, bitch, I can clap it up. Try niggas on pickups just like they did at Jasper. Keep fucking around, your new friend is gonna be Casper. You gonna be in the casket, people trying to comfort on you. For so many hoes, these I can play golf on. Motherfuckers stop pretending up a new era. Jay will get in it, poppin' nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, I hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches stop pretending. Yeah. You feeling that, Jazz? You feeling that? I see you over there, shoulders just dropping over there. She can't even control it, Z. She over there. She done went back to Cali on me. She done went back to Cali. Like Marita, dog, I stayed with some bread. I lived in the trailer, not no projects. Still got her. But you couldn't run on my set. I kill niggas, dog, and also I kill time. Tell I'm out snitches, they had 2 fucking moms. Niggas tell on me, goddamn, they drop the fucking time. Your brains are gone, now you out of your fucking mind. And niggas know I fight you, bitch. Yeah, I'm ready to stop, but they don't fucking understand to get the bitch to that head. Gun clap. It's the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and poppin' nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, I hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches. I'm talking to the mic.
I'm sending a link to my people.
Okay, yeah, go send it to them. Tell them they jump on in here because I need to talk to them. We got to talk. That's right. They've been asking. We need to talk to them tonight. Oh, you done caught that. Oh, somebody knows. Yeah. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. The damn new era was doing this damn thing. Hey, welcome everybody to another great episode of 5Cast where we do it live all the time, and this is what we do. Today, you know, I always say it, but today is a special day. I have a triple threat in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? When I say triple, I'm talking about 1, 2, and 3. Okay? We're gonna be doing hot seating in here, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring Jazz in there, we're gonna flip it out, we're gonna have Victoria doing her thing, we're gonna have Z doing her thing. And the reason why it's important because these young ladies, man, when I tell you they're out here doing it, they are out here doing it. How I kind of became familiar with at least Victoria is we have a mutual partner, my little brother, Gladiator Truck Buck 63. And so I just kind of he was talking about it one day, and I think they do something together, whatever. And I was just like, man, I said, I think she'd be good to come on the show. I said, I really do. You know what I'm saying? I said, because I heard about her about a year ago. And it was because of the slingshot thing. He was telling, no, I got a homegirl, blah, blah, blah. And then a few days later, I jumped on slingshots. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for motivating me. That's what you do. See, you were motivating people, didn't even realize what you were doing out here on these streets. You know, but that's what happens when you got people about that action. Okay. Yeah. if you looked at the Instagram, you'll see one, these ladies, they are making things happen. And when I say making things happen, I'm talking about really making things happen. You hear people that talk about a lot of things and they say what they want to do. And I got it, situations are situations, but when you can see people that actually like go ahead and do it, make a move, and don't have to be from somewhere. Just say, hey, you know what? I want to go make this move, make it happen. Um, in my opinion, I think this is what these young ladies embody. Something I appreciate. So once we come back after this quick commercial break, we're gonna talk to the ladies and we're gonna bring them in. I bring them in the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do out here on these streets. But we're gonna run into this commercial real quick. My girl Pamula, you know what I'm saying, with her nonprofit doing what she doing.
I remember my first paycheck as a company driver. I was appalled. How could I survive on $600 a week gross? Paying bills and managing over the road on a trainer's truck, things could get tight. I knew then that I had to help create the change that I wanted to see. To be impactful to the underserved trucking community, I founded my nonprofit Sunshine for Truckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, everybody. Back for that right there. Hey, thanks again, you know what I'm saying, for definitely check out to my girl Pamela, so you may frown. Check out the nonprofit. She's doing great thing for people out here getting in the trucking industry. Just really good stuff. So let's get to the hot thing that we got going on. All right, so to my right, we have Victoria. To my left, we have Z. And then to my half right over here, we have my girl Jazz over here. Like I said, we're going to hot seat it, you know what I'm saying, between commercial break and stuff like that. But as we learn, but you're going to hear her talking as well. But we'll bring her on through here so that one, you can see who you're talking to. Because one, when I tell you this young lady's doing her thing, I hear she's doing her thing. So I want to go ahead and give her a straight shout out. In fact, I caught one of her lives today. She was talking to one of her homegirls, I think, out in California somewhere, right? And but the conversation was about business. And see, that's what I like. It wasn't about no, oh yeah, girl, this right here. It was about business and them handling business. So that's what I appreciate. And that's what I respect. So damn, shout out to you again, Jazz. You know what I'm saying, for doing your thing. So I'm gonna start on my left side right here. If you can just tell people, give them a little brief summary, like who you are, you know what I'm saying, and what you do, and then we'll do the same thing with everybody else, and then we'll do the thing that I do.
Okay. Sounds good. So it is Royal Z. A lot of people know me as Royal Z on the radio.
She said Royal Z. That's what she said.
Royal Z, Queens only, very much so. I am an entrepreneur connoisseur.
She's a damn connoisseur. She eating it up.
No, but I've ranged in a lot of stuff from radio to modeling. Now I'm in the beauty business. I'm doing lashes. You guys can follow Blinks by Z on my Instagram, and my personal page is Royal__Z. I have linked up with Victoria. We have a lot of business in motion, as well as me and Jazz.
Okay.
So I can't really say too much about what we have coming, but just know that there's a lot of things in the works.
Okay.
Very much.
Well, the shout out to everything's in the damn works. That's what we talking about right there. All right. Lady on my right, who we got?
Okay, so where do I start?
Okay. I know that's what I think I said it. I said it in the head, and I like the mogul. Too much stuff. I couldn't even name it. I said I'm not even gonna try to name the stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna make it brief. So.
No, you can't make it brief.
Do the whole list.
There ain't to be no briefness now.
All right. Yes, the whole list.
Because you're gonna inspire some. You ain't shy. You're not shy. I seen you soon. Listen, I seen some of your sisters on one of your posts. Y'all ain't shy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So we're gonna start off with the hair.
Okay.
I sell hair.
Okay.
We do cars.
Yeah, kind of pull the money. Oh no, we good.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So.
All right, there you go.
All right, there we go. So we talked about the hair, the renting of the cars.
Okay, hold on. You said some cars. I want to buy some cars now. What about cars?
Well, you mentioned the slingshot already.
Okay.
Then we have the luxury cars.
Okay, hold up now. No, we ain't gonna be sliding about stuff right there. No, you're not. Hey, don't worry about it, Jet. I got her. I'm gonna put the brakes on her. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna slide by that right there. She ain't gonna slide by. She ain't saying about no Pintos or no Vegas. She said luxury.
You gotta say it with your chest.
She said the damn luxury. Hold up now. We doing luxury? What's luxury? Tell what luxury is. I need to know because I'm a country boy from North Carolina. We don't know. I don't know. I'm broke dude, so I don't know nothing about that luxury stuff.
About how you came
so,
right, nothing like
go ahead, baby.
Right,
with this bill in front of us, but okay. So the slingshot.
Okay, we're doing slingshots out here.
Correct.
Okay. And we're gonna get into this stuff later, right?
Okay.
All right. Just make sure.
Why I said let's make it brief.
Okay, got it.
All right. So we have the luxury.
The luxury. I want to stuck on that for a minute. Damn luxury. Because every time I see in something, she is something that with a smoke. With the yeah, I be seeing cars and luxury. What kind of cars people can get? Like that. Tell me what. Let people know.
The BMW.
Okay.
We have Rolls Royce.
Okay. You gotta get. We're gonna have to get you on this mic right here. This mic is going.
You know I'm a soft speaker, so.
Okay, I'm gonna turn your mic all the way up. Go ahead.
We have economic cars as far as people that don't have luxury as well.
Right.
And then we switch into Airbnb.
You putting the bees on them now?
Yeah.
Shout out to the daggone Airbnb game. People don't understand the Airbnb game is serious.
It's very, very serious.
It's very serious.
Yes.
People don't get it. They better get on. They don't get it.
Get on before it's too late.
Okay. All right. What else we doing out there?
Just different private investment that I do with concerts and different shows and things like that.
Well, shit, shout out. Listen, y'all better learn something tonight. I'm trying to tell you, learn something tonight. You know what I'm saying? And Jazz, you can go ahead and say what you said, but we still gonna bring you on over here, so don't worry about it. We're gonna be able to talk
Last but not least,
you know what I'm saying?
The credit game.
Oh, the credit game too?
Done.
Well,
I wasn't finna talk because I knew
he said Jazz. I'm like, I wasn't.
I thought you were ending on that.
I knew she wasn't done. I was quiet.
Oh, okay.
Somebody knew. I thought you knew.
Silent.
Chuck.
But yeah, so that's about it.
Okay. All right, then. So y'all see what she got going on? She got the car game going on. She got slingshot. She got Airbnbs. She got the credit game going on. Hair game. Right? I remember that piece right there. Concert promotion, not promotion, organization of it. How about that? Shut up there. Let me correct myself. We don't do no promotion right here. We straight organizing. Okay, we bringing the people over ourselves. That's what we're doing. Okay, and I seen that on one of the posts. That's okay. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get back into it. So what's going on there, Jay Dizzle?
All right.
What you got going on there besides everything?
Man, listen, I do so much. I am a celebrity stylist.
Okay, hold on. Time out. She ain't just say stylist over here. She said some celebrity.
I am a celebrity stylist. One of my best friends is Natalie Nunn. Shout out to her. She just dropped a new bomb ass show, Bad Boys Club. I own a few salons. In Sacramento, California. I own.
Hold up, you what she said? You try to slide it on in there again. Y'all gonna shout out. Y'all let me slide stuff in here. You ain't gonna sit here and say yeah, I own a few, and then no.
I own a few salons in Sacramento, California. I own multiple hookah lounges.
Oh, come on, how's that? The hookah game locked up? The hookah game locked up?
Yeah.
Esco Barbie.
Esco Barbie. I am the Esco Barbie.
Esco Barbie.
We are relocating to Houston, Texas.
Okay, that's where she's going.
And right now I skipped something. I have a clothing brand that is called Esco Barbie. And then I have my own clothing line, Signature, and that is called Barb's Get Pink Money. I am a branding consultant. I start brands, build brands. I am actually a promoter. I do celebrity management, promotion, all that good stuff. And I start businesses from the ground up. That is what I'm actually really good at. And I do regular hair as well. That's what I'm out here doing right now. So Houston, I am now here doing all of these things here. I am actually from California though. So I've been in Houston 10 days.
Listen, I told y'all. Listen, y'all. I told y'all the show gonna be hot. I tried to tell them. I tried to brief everybody.
No, it's okay. They don't know.
I tried to brief everybody about this show right here. Okay. I said this is gonna be one of them powerhouse shows because we got triple threat coming in the building, and that's what it's about. Okay. All right. So now y'all ready to do this thing? Do it the way we do it on 5Cast.
You promised me a good time. You know, you got to give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go with it. All right. I'm gonna start off with Victoria. Okay. So Victoria, we're gonna go back a little bit, okay? Because this is what we do on 5Cast. We go back. I want to go back to 8th grade. Yeah, shout out to 8th grade. I know that's what we're going with it.
Welch Warriors.
Okay, now where were you at 8th grade? You said
Welch. Yeah.
What is it? I'm not from
middle
Houston.
School.
Okay, all right then. What side of town is it?
Southwest.
Okay, she was on Southwest side doing her thing. At Welch doing it big. What type of girl was Victoria at that time?
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
I was the it girl.
Okay, hold on. She's just gonna jump right out there. You ain't gonna play with it.
Not at all.
It.
I was the it girl.
Okay, so what was the it? So just so they can understand.
I was pretty much always been a leader.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had this 8th grade group that I actually created myself.
What?
Yeah, in middle school. I can't remember the name, Stomping Grounds or something, because we had like T-shacks or whatever. So we kind of like transitioned from inside to outside.
Okay.
Everybody was upset because of that transition, but I kind of made it fun and like, you know what, we're gonna make the best out of it.
Okay.
So if we have to have class outside while they were renovating, that's cool. We make the best out of it. So I pretty much was a leader. That's all I can remember. Okay, so just being a go-getter. That's just one of the things that you were. Okay. All right, so as you transitioned, you went on high school. What high school did you start off in 9th grade? Westbury. I started off in
Westbury. Okay. She was at Westbury. So by the time you got to 9th grade, you probably had a name for yourself already.
I did.
People already knew you was coming.
Oh, they knew.
They knew.
Yeah.
So, but how was 9th grade for you?
Wonderful. My whole high school experience was wonderful.
Okay, but particularly 9th grade though. I need to know kind. I know.
I can't remember all the way from 9th grade.
Yeah, like, you know, it was some significant points in 9th grade. Did you do any type of activities at school?
Yeah, I was in a band.
Okay, what'd you play?
The flute.
Come on, shout out that damn flute. Shout out to the damn flute. Yes. She put that flute on the ass.
Girls who play the flute have a special power.
Were you first year?
I was in marching band. Mm-hmm.
First year, I knew. I felt first year. Okay, I don't even know what first year mean, but I know people be at first year. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody said they played something with first chair, so I kind of throw that out there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you out there first chair in 9th grade. So you was already rocking that piece right there. Okay.
So can you still play?
Basic.
So you give them a piper on them or something like that. Okay, strong AD. Okay, got it. She hit them on the do 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 do.
Got a little lounge.
Yeah, them.
No. Probably a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so now you still were a leader during this time period. What are some things that people kind of gravitated to you about? You know, kind of like your 9th and 10th grade year. Like, what was it? What was the thing that they said? You know what? This is why I want to hang out with Victoria.
Just positivity. Like everything I did, it was just nothing but positive things. Like if I help you, it's for the better, it's for the good. If we want to go out, it's to have fun. Right. So it's more so like the energy that I brought was. So
you weren't even about no trouble life. It was just one of the things like this is what you're gonna get. Everybody knew that. Hey, this is Victoria. This is what she brings to the table. Okay, now you did say you started off high school somewhere. So must mean you went somewhere else.
No. I started and ended at Westbury.
Oh, you did. Okay, it was all okay. All right. So 12th grade grade Victoria. What was your thoughts at that time?
Oh, it was on and popping. I started a senior group for everybody first.
So you should be starting groups around here. Like,
did.
Now, shout out to Victoria starting groups all the time.
Right.
Every time you turn around, you start a daggone group now.
Right.
Listen, you should have had your own sorority back in high school. You know what I'm saying? This is V5V.
I'm
you know
actually on a sorority. I'm a Delta, but back then.
I'm talking about in high school. You probably had a group started.
Might as well. But
you know? So you were about bringing, you know what I'm saying, people together.
Correct.
To do things though.
Correct.
You know, at least be positive, make things happen.
And
right?
still like that till today. That's crazy now that you're saying that.
Okay, then shout out.
I want to throw in there female empowerment.
Yeah.
She's very much always had like a group since I've known her of a bunch of real powerful movement forward women. So I'll not just the group. I definitely want to go ahead, and she's very female powered.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out to the female power there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's talking about it. I'm like, well, I've always been like that, but I never thought of it. But
see, that's what 5 cats do, make you not think of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop playing. See how I do? That's what I do. I bring it in and own you like that. Okay.
I see where you're going with that.
I know you do.
That's why you started banging middle school.
That's why we got to do it, because that's the whole point of the show. Trust me. Because it's going to help.
I don't sit back and think like.
I know. Okay. So Jazz. I can call you Jazz. Is that okay? Okay, all right. So Jazz, so evidently you said you came up in Cali.
I did.
You're from Cali, okay then. So we're gonna take you back to I'm gonna go back to 7th grade. I'm gonna take 7th on you. Yeah. I don't want to give everybody the same grade, because then people be cheating. They be like, because she over here, yeah, okay, I'm good for 8th grade. I know I was at. No, we can't do that. So 7th grade Jazz. Were you Jazz at that time?
I was Niecy.
You were Niecy. See what I'm saying? That's why we got to do this thing right here. Oh, Niecy.
I was Niecy.
All right, Niecy have any siblings at the time? They came and grew up with you in the house at the time.
Yeah, I had two brothers.
Okay, two brothers. Older
brothers.
Okay, the older brothers. Okay, so you had a smooth path anyway. Okay, but it doesn't matter. You still made your own way. So 7th grade Niecy. All right. Who was she? And what was she like?
Oh, she was still a hairdresser.
You were pushing hair in 7th?
I was braiding.
Come on now.
She was still hustling. I was selling candy.
Okay, come on now. You pushed them now ladies out there.
I was still pushing candy.
Damn, shut up, damn candy. Your candy game wasn't strong. You didn't have no hustle.
I've been hustling since hustling.
Listen, you didn't have no. If you didn't have a candy hustle, your hustle was weak.
I went to Sutter Middle School.
So true.
It was Sutter Middle School and Cal Middle School, but Cal is where I ended up at.
Right.
And I still have one very best friend from.
What's her name?
Armisha.
Yeah, name Armisha. Shout out to Armisha.
Armisha.
You know what I'm saying? She got hustle in her still.
She still got hustle.
Ooh.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, then. So that's what you were doing. Okay. So by the time you went to high school, what high school did you go to? 9th grade. Yeah.
I went to a lot.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. 9th grade.
Name 3.
9th grade, the first one. The first one.
Clashy.
She was at Clashy. the fighting Eagles, right?
Ooh, I was bad.
Were they the Eagles? See, the mascots gonna make sense later on in the story.
Okay. Shit, I don't know.
It don't even matter.
I don't remember the mascots.
Listen, they were doing their thing.
How you know it?
I know it. I don't.
Oh,
I'm just throwing one out there. I'm just throwing them out there. You know, well, they the damn.
I think it was Clatchy.
Hey, they the flying Eagles right there. They the flying Eagles.
It was the McClatchy Lions.
Okay, the Lions. Okay, right. Okay, got it. So how was 9th grade for you? Because we already know you were pushing braids and candy. Come on now, what you mean hard?
9th grade was hard. It was very different. I was really quiet.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of hadn't came out my shell yet. I had a baby early.
Okay.
So I was pregnant some of my 9th grade year. And it was quite awkward for me. I got jumped and it was pretty weird.
Come on now.
I didn't come out until like 10th grade. I didn't start popping until like 10th grade, but 9th grade.
But 9th grade was kind of like the settling, finding yourself.
Yeah.
Time
9th grade
period.
was definitely me finding myself and seeing my strength and all of that good stuff. In 10th grade, I was popping.
Okay, now so let's go on to 10th grade. Were we the same school, or you had to put some hands on somebody?
By 10th grade, I had already went to 5 different schools.
Okay.
I had switched the area, the side of town, and at this point, I've had my baby.
Right.
But at this point, I have found myself. I have found my money. I learned how to do hair.
So what helped you? What do you think helped you find yourself?
Honestly, I would say that it was my son. You know, like I had to hustle for him. You know what I mean? Like, so it turned up my hustle a notch. You know what I mean? Because at this point,
right.
I wanted to beat the statistics.
Okay,
you know?
got it.
The hustle kind of roared there. You know what I mean? So about 10th grade is when I took it up a notch. I wanted a job. I wanted to sell clothes. I wanted to do hair. I wanted to sell candy. I wanted to sell everything. So by 10th grade, that's when Hustler Jazz was here.
Was born right then. So is that when the you went from Niecy to Jazz at that time period?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was in Jazz.
And so what made that come about? Did you feel like you had to make another identity or something?
No, my family called me Niecy a lot, you know, but I think I don't know what kind of clicked, but as I just got into that point, you know, when people would ask me what my name is, I just kind of started changing it. It's Jazz. You know what I mean? Just keep it simplistic. You know, Jazz. But my best friends, they'll still call me Niecy.
Okay, they still jumping on. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so we know you found yourself, you know, 10th grade year. So by the time you got 18, or you were saying you was at that time period, 12th grade, whatever, what was your mindset at that point, and what were some of your goals? Because you said you did find yourself.
Yeah. Shit, my biggest goal was just to, you know, be successful, because I felt like, you know, I had a kid really young, and my main objective was just to beat the statistics, graduate high school, go to college, get a good job, get some money in my pocket, just make sure my son was taken care of. And so all hustle's necessary, you know? Right. So, it changed. And it just kept going into overdrive each year, 17, 18, 19. It just kept, all right, I got to do this and I got to do that, you know? So, but all things surround my son.
Right.
He made me want to take it up a notch for sure.
Okay. Well, shout out to that right there. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about. Boy.
Kids will definitely change.
Kids will do it.
I know that's right.
Kids will do it.
I did it for my mom. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
You cannot fail with
at all.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we have Z over here. You know what I'm saying? I had that Z. I said, Z, what's your name? Z. I was like, okay then.
You gotta
I said, okay.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Special person to know my real name.
Okay,
but
I got it.
I will say this though, my real name does mean royal.
Okay, got it.
So technically, I say royal is my English name.
Got it. Okay, then well, shout out to that. Listen, anybody trying to question that? You know what I'm saying? Period. All right, so let's hit you up. Any siblings?
Oh my God!
Come on now, 8-piece. Okay, she got an 8-piece. No biscuits, nothing, just 8-piece.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Eddie, are you the? Where you fit?
So
what do you fit in there?
I am the second oldest with my mother.
Okay.
I am the firstborn with my father.
Okay. So in the household that you grew up in as a young kid,
I grew up with my mother as a second
as a 2-piece. Okay. All right. All right. Got it. So you're 2-piece in there. Was it a boy or girl?
It was a girl, and she actually calls me twin.
Does
so
she?
People who know us,
right?
She actually had a twin that passed. She asked my mom for another sibling.
Okay.
So they had me for another sibling, so she calls me twin.
Man, shout out to your sister bringing you into the world, because you wouldn't have came until later on. I'm going to tell you right now. Your mama wasn't going to do nothing. She was like, listen, we ain't doing that right there. But, you know, she came to her and said, listen, I need this other baby on the books. So let's make this happen. So there you go. Okay, got it. So tell me about 9th grade Z, okay?
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, 9th grade Z. Where we at 9th grade?
9th grade, I had just got out of juvie.
Okay, shout out to them juvie. Listen, shout out to that right there. No, because it's a growth.
It's big time. It's a growth.
It's a growth. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's watching this might be in there and think they can't.
True.
Can't move.
True.
Just like somebody could have a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Toast to juvie.
You know what I'm saying?
True. To the
juvie. Yes. We made it out.
And so it was kind of weird. I'm not going to get into all of it, but
you ain't gotta go there. Hold on, just
I need the 19 crimes. Speaking of juvie.
So 19 to bring juvie out, right? You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't gonna do that. But what was your thought process?
Okay, so it was a really, really rough place for me. I don't want to get too deep because honestly, I literally could write a book, and I'm really considering it.
Don't consider it. Do it. Write the book.
But basically, it kind of got so bad to the point where my dad was like, "I got to get you out the city.
Okay, got it.
You can't go to this school. The school don't want you there. I can't handle you. Your stepmom can't handle you. I got to give you back to your mom."
So basically, you just putting hands on people. Shout out to Z.
Shout out to her hands.
The hand game was strong. Okay. And that's why they called her Z. Listen, because she was ending everything. Right. She run up on you, she gonna end it.
I'm gonna tell you, it never was my hands first. No, if you know me, I'm definitely the talker.
Okay, got it.
And I'm not talking like the talker that threaten people or none of that. I'm definitely like the peacemaker.
Okay, got it.
My trouble usually comes from me trying to help others solve their shit.
Okay.
Right.
I'm that person.
Damn mediator in there.
I am, and it's been a blessing and a curse my whole life. At first, it was like, you always in somebody's business. But here's the thing. I was always a person people came to when they felt like they couldn't handle something or they couldn't handle something emotionally, or I just need to get something off my chest. I'm a very trustworthy person. You could tell me your deepest, darkest secret. You could do the darkest thing in front of me, and it will stay with you.
It's going to the grave.
You know? So I've kind of always been that person.
Okay.
And that's what's got me in fights. Don't take my kindness for weakness, because I'll be somebody.
Well, we already know that, Z. Listen, don't play with this girl right here. Do not play with Z. Okay?
Don't do that. I'm a very, very good friend, but I'm very protective over my friends and those who I care about. I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
Comes with the territory.
Right.
So 9th grade Tia, I hadn't really found myself for myself. I was very much still trying to defend like my family's name.
Okay, got it.
There was a lot of things going on in my family. Gang relation.
Right.
My sister was a young mother.
Okay.
You know, she was getting talked about, you know, and then I had my dad. He kind of came with a pass.
Okay, got it. Shout out to sometimes be a pass with it. Hey, listen.
You know, it was like I felt like I always had to. It was never really my defense. It was always me coming to the defense of those I cared about.
Okay, got it.
But it got me in a lot of trouble. Now, fast forward to my second half of my 9th grade year, I did find myself.
Okay. Now let's talk about that piece right there. So
I did. I
want to know that piece right there. What was it that kind of clicked for you to made you kind of come to that realization?
I didn't want to end up like my parents.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm not saying that they're in a bad way or anything, but back in the day, it was a lot of things I had learned and I had realized, and I was like, okay, my mother was a young mother.
Right.
My dad was in the streets real hard, you know, and I kept telling myself, like, I mean, if you're going to make a name for yourself, this is not the name you want to create for your children who are going to have to come out here and fight for your name.
Okay.
I would rather my kids grow up, be proud of my name, you know, not running from it.
Right.
So I actually went to counseling.
Okay, shout out to damn counseling. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because y'all know in a couple of months it's going to be a mental health awareness month.
No, I figured it out early, y'all. I went to counseling. Shout out to Sue Baber.
Okay, hold on. Who's Sue now? You going to slide by her now? Who's Sue?
Sue was my guidance counselor in high school.
Well, sometimes them guidance counselors can come through, can't they?
I actually ended up having to go to Chico High School, which is predominantly white.
Okay.
There was only 20 black kids in the whole school. Sue Baber was like, you know, I think you have a testimony. I actually started a group called Friday Night Live.
Okay, hold on. You and damn Victoria. You and Victoria, y'all on the damn group starting circuit or something. Don't let Victoria or Z come to your city, because they're going to start a group. Okay, we know groups will be started.
Gang related.
I started, yes. Look,
shout out, we ain't going to promote that right there.
I got out of the bad gang and I made my own good gang.
There you go.
I started a group called Friday Night Live, and what happened was every Friday we met at lunchtime, and it was kind of it started off as a safe haven for the minorities.
Okay, got it.
Where we can actually come and identify ourselves together and talk about the hardships that we had. And it went all over the school. I'm talking, I have pictures of us going on field trips.
Right.
We started a dance. Well, the girl that was there the year before me started the dance team, but the school was actually trying to shut the program down.
What?
So I actually had raised some money on the side and kept the program, and even started a Black Student Union.
What?
I was the first Black prom queen at Chico High.
That shout out right there now. She done went Chico and turned the whole damn school administration over. That's what she did.
And so ninth grade Tia, half of ninth grade Tia, I was very lost. Very lost. Second half of ninth grade Tia, I was like, okay, you're meant to run something.
Right.
And not because of power, because of positivity.
Right.
I kept telling myself, like, there's a lot of kids who are in really, really dark places, and I got myself out, and I was like, maybe I can help another kid get themselves out.
Okay, all right. So let's move on up to 11th grade. So by the time you done found yourself 9th grade, second half of that piece right there. So you're in 11th grade. You still at Chico?
I'm still in Chico.
Okay, because you don't want to damn. Okay. So 11th grade, specifically 11th grade. What are some of the activities that you were involved in that you used to do?
Ooh, Black Student Union. I was the captain of the dance team at this point.
Come on now.
I actually was working alongside the mayor of Chico. I actually had my own newspaper organization.
Hold up now. Hold up. Come on now. Y'all hear that? That's excellence. That's excellence.
I did. I was the only junior at senior prom. I was dating the captain of the football team.
She can date the damn captain, his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I did. If he listens to this, you know who you are.
Okay, you know who you are, boy. But you don't mean that no more. It's over. Don't even try to call her back.
It's over.
It was still hard though, because I still lived in a very broken home.
Okay, got it.
I still lived in a very broken home, and really, it just drove me.
Right.
It still drives me.
Okay.
I actually take care of my mother now.
So, we don't go that far yet. We're going to get there. But
in 11th grade, I could tell you exactly when it happened. We was right into McDonald's. I was late for school one morning because my mom had an NA meeting and she was going to miss it.
Okay.
I said, you're not missing this. And I told her, I said, well, now I'm going to take care of you. And that was before our promotion to the 12th grade.
Right.
It was right before that summer. And then I actually ended up starting my own NA group.
What? Hey, come on now. See, listen, this girl is talented right here. Look at Jay. You learned something just now. I know. That's what I saw the look on your face, Jay. That's what podcasts do. That's the experience of it. I better stop playing. That's why we tell people to bring somebody with them, because your friends are gonna learn some things about you that they probably did not know. I promise you.
Yeah, true.
That's how it goes. So you started in the 12th grade. You started that type of group.
I did. My mom couldn't make it to her meetings, and the place where she was going, she felt like she was the only Black woman.
Okay, got it.
You know, the town we were in was a lot of white people.
Okay.
And if you know about Chico, at the time, it was it was number 1 in the top 10 college party towns.
Okay, got it.
So when most people, when they hear of Chico, they say, oh, that's where the parties.
Kind of people think of Austin, huh?
Yeah, but you know, that's not really good because there was a lot of drugs. Yeah. There was a lot of date rapes.
Like Austin.
There was a lot of molestation, a lot of rape.
Yeah.
Like
Austin.
There was a lot of underlying the hazing, you know, and it wasn't just college people. There was young kids. Yeah, there was young kids going to them parties. Yeah, it's
they would have got them hands on you, boy.
It's crazy. Yes, it's crazy. So I did. And my mom actually helped me. And so recently we've actually been talking about bringing it here. So,
for real?
Yes.
You just done came all through there 12th grade, handling your business. Okay. All right, cool.
I want to have meetings for kids who have parents that have drug addictions because I feel like the person with the drug addiction usually gets all the attention, but it doesn't just affect them. It's usually the household it affects.
He said, be sure to click out the live chat and hit the button. Huh? What happened? Hey, Pamela, tell me what you're saying on that so I can understand what you're saying. Be sure to click out the live chat and hit. Oh. You know, I hope that's what you're saying. But Pamela, she's the one. She has a nonprofit. When I tell you the things you're talking about, like this is what she do. She's from Miami.
That's awesome.
And when I tell you she is a blessing to a lot of people in the background that she has and you know, helping out with mental wellness, mental health, and the thing that she's doing is like really, it's all that and then some.
It's a real thing.
It's all that and then some. So you really kind of remind me of her, honestly, in the things that you're saying.
That's awesome.
Real talk, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you and my girl Pamela, baby. That's what she does. Okay, Victoria. Yeah, we back over here now. We coming out of 12th grade. We don't. What's the high school again?
Westbury.
At Westbury, you know what I'm saying? She coming out of Westbury, doing her thing. What are your thoughts? Evidently college, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how was that process? Did you know where you were gonna go? Was it a done deal or what?
I knew I wanted to be outside of Houston.
Okay, why is that?
Because my parents were really strict. And I didn't want to be at home. I wanted to be outside of Houston.
You wanted to be outside of Houston. Okay, got it. So did it happen?
So it actually experienced the college experience.
Oh, so you wanted the college experience. Okay.
Correct.
So did it happen? You went to Sam Houston? Okay, you went up there with my man up there on 45 up there.
Correct.
Yeah, the dude up there. Okay, I know where you at. So how was Huntsville?
Amazing.
Okay. So how was it? You know, give me first semester. I need the first semester now. Because first semester, everybody's first semester is always something.
The freshman 15.
You know?
Oh yeah, I gained freshman 15. I was in a dorm, of course, but I was ready to come home every weekend.
Hold up, but you just said you wanted to go away, but you want to come home now. Come on, Victoria. That don't make sense like that now.
But we wanted to come home to Houston because it was still fun and that's where the parties were at.
Oh, you just want to make sure you slept up that way. You didn't want to sleep at home.
Correct.
At the house. You just want to get away.
No, I wanted to come home. I was homesick at first, right? But on the weekend,
let me tell you, Jazz, help me understand this one right here now.
You know how you in a
she
rush?
said she wanted to leave, but
listen,
then
you're in a rush to get out the house. When you get out the house, you get homesick.
That reality hits.
Correct. Yeah. So I was coming home every weekend, and my dad wasn't having that.
Hell no, he wasn't having it. You want to go? Get your ass home.
I sent you to school to study. Why are you home every weekend?
Right.
Not having that. So that got.
Okay, you kind of said it with an accent just now.
Oh really?
Yeah, when you just talking like your dad, you talk with an accent.
Yeah, she did.
You caught it?
Okay, maybe he came to my head just now.
But he was here. He was Jazz. He was up in here, Jazz. He was in here. I'm going to tell you right now. He just. What was his name? What's his name?
Henry. Shout out to Henry.
Damn, shout out to me.
Shout out to Henry and Florence.
Henry, Florence. Let me tell y'all what y'all did.
They did a good job.
When she was talking about y'all, trust me, she hit accent on it. The accent came out. I don't know if she came into your body and it just came out that way, but you were just in here, Henry. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah. Okay, so Henry said, "No, we ain't doing that right there."
No,
you gonna go ahead. You going up there? You gonna
stay there and you study on the weekends.
Okay.
No, coming home, enjoying.
And how did you take that?
That's fine. I just have to stay in school.
Oh, you stayed in school. What did you study? What did you start
Psychology.
Okay.
I started off with psychology.
Yeah, we all start off though. I start off game strong. We were in with something else, but we start off. Cause we have all these grand ideas.
Psychology, you start off with some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. I want to figure some people out.
Right.
I need to know how people act.
I took after my dad because he
also. Did? Yeah. Okay. What did you do?
He did psychology as well.
Okay, that's what he did. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So y'all love to figure people out.
No, we just like to help and counsel.
Okay.
said, don't put that jacket on.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Do that.
So you're in school. First year was you had to stop coming back and forth a little bit. Pop said, no, you got to go and step there and do your thing and study. Correct. Okay, have your time. So you said you're part of some organization or something up there.
Delta.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right now. So your second year, third year?
Correct. I did that my sophomore year.
Your sophomore year? Okay. Dang, shout out there right there. Now what made you want to do that? Just asking.
Well, actually, the way it happened, it actually came to me. I was chilling. Right?
Okay, got it.
And so I'm more of a chill person. I do my own thing.
Especially with you being the one to be starting groups.
Exactly.
It's just kind of, that's just kind of.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I was kind of active. I was in the African Student Association and just.
Okay.
So one day I got a phone call and was like, hey, we're interested in you. And I'm like, wait, it's supposed to be the other way around.
Right.
You know? So I took interest in it. I started studying, understanding them, going to the different events they had.
Okay, got it.
And then from there, I'm like, okay.
Just kind of lined up who you were anyway, right? So it was just a natural fit versus something that had to be adjusted to. Okay, all right. So you get to your senior year of college. All right. So now you have to make the decision. Am I going to go back down to Houston or am I going to hit the world?
I was ready to start making money.
Oh, so flip all that, huh? Just so even in college, what are some things you did? Did you have the entrepreneurial spirit in college and kind of do some things on your own?
For the summertime, I'll come home and work. ACS, did call centers and everything.
Right.
And I was saving my money then. So I'll go back to college with a whole lot of money.
Come on now. Shout out the pocketbook was, and I'm country too. The pocketbook was on swole.
I didn't have no bills. Okay. So it was just money. But I was a saver. My dad always taught me to save.
Okay, got it.
So,
right.
Yeah. So then I was just ready to make money when I left college, and then I started working in my field.
Right. So that's what you did in the beginning. So coming out of college, you jumped in your field right away.
Correct.
Where you at? You mind?
The Pelchin Children's Center. It's residential treatment center.
Okay, look at you right there, treating the kids, make sure the kids is okay.
Yes.
How was that? Was it draining? I'm asking you only because you have to receive a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the things or the traumas maybe some of the kids have and stuff like that. I mean, you are on the recipient end of that. So how did that make you feel like toward the end of your days?
I couldn't take it.
No.
Yeah, it was too much. Like seeing the kids, they couldn't go to their home and crying and calling me their mother and things like that. I just couldn't take it. It was hard.
Okay, so how long did you do that?
Probably like 2 years.
Oh, 2 piece. Okay, so coming out of that, what did you do?
I went to adults.
Okay, you went to adults. Okay, so did you just kind of keep doing that for a while before you kind of really jumped into the whole entrepreneur?
I did that for probably another 2 years.
Another 2 piece. Okay. All right. So you did that. And so coming out of that, what was the first thing you did?
So while I was working there, I was still kind of hustling in between. So in between clients, I was dropping off hair here. Okay. So hair game was strong. Yeah. Okay. So you had been in the hair game for a minute. Right. Like after college. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Now, why is the hair game? I'm just asking. Why is that something that, I don't know if it's hit or miss for some people, or some people they just have it. They just have that. You know what I'm saying? Like this young lady named Chastity. She has she almost declared marketing, and she was one of the biggest hair people in this city. Because I had her on my show last year, and so everybody knew her because of hair. But then she did it for years, and she got bored with it. She was out of Mexico with it. She was that deep.
Women want to look good,
But why is it so? It's
the beauty industry is. $1 billion industry,
right?
Easy. I have came from California to Houston, and like I said, I've only been out here 10 days. And I've been booked the full 10 days, solid. I work from 6 a.m. to sometime midnight, off of just hair. I sell hair as well, and it's very lucrative. Easy. We making lawyer money.
But what makes somebody better at it? That's what I'm saying. Is it hit and miss to some people? Marketing. Because some people, they say they got into it, but it didn't work for me. What is it they don't have?
For me, it would be, I would say, just me knowing how to present. Me actually having experience in content, and then also just learning hair. I've been to China multiple times, so. Once you learn hair and you're able to sell hair and you know what you're doing, then it's quite different, because I can tell you what the difference is between some people can't sell hair because they're getting a horrible quality of hair, but they don't even know it because they're just picking up. Okay. But if you're going to do something, you got to do it.
So that's that piece that they're probably missing out.
They're not learning hair. If I'm gonna sell shoes, I'm gonna learn shoes. You know, like I'm gonna know all the shoes. But when I start selling hair, I started making my way to China, making my, you know, like I got friends in China. Like I can pull up on my vendor, and my vendor knows me by name. I have my vendor's cell phone number. I can FaceTime her private number.
Right.
I know where she live at. Like it's good. Like but that's how much you have to know.
Okay, you have to really be involved with it.
Yeah, you have to know.
Okay.
See, I think for me it's marketing. I don't know as much about hair as Jazz does because she actually does hair. I don't do hair. I'm just a person who likes to get her hair done.
Okay, got it.
So I think me having my hair done all the time, it made people be like, what grade of hair is that? Who did your hair?
Right.
Where are you going to get your hair done? So that's what made me look into the hair industry, because it was like, you're basically a walking billboard.
Okay.
You know, it's like every time somebody sees you and every time your hair is done.
Right.
I started asking questions in the chair. You know, what kind of hair?
Got it.
I know I said wavy, but what grade of wavy is this? You know, like, where are you getting this? I started asking my stylist questions.
Right.
So that way, when people ask me, who did your hair? Where'd you get your hair? I sounded like an expert.
Right.
Because I'm literally like, okay, well, this is that. That's what made me get into, I don't do hair, like I said, but I am getting into selling bundles, and I already have like 100 pre-sales. I started 2 days ago.
Okay. Right. That's what I'm shout out to that right there.
and B knows, but it's beauty. Right. You know, women always want to look good because looking good makes you feel good.
Right.
There you go. It's never going to be out of style or be too saturated to look good.
Okay. You know? Cool. So you saying you was in between your hustle.
I'm gonna add to that. For me, it's the consistency. You know, with the clients, like you cannot have a good batch of hair and then the next time they purchase a different grade.
Okay,
so you have to be consistent in what you're selling, and they're gonna come back because they know this hair is gonna feel the same way. It's not gonna shed. It's gonna last long.
Right.
Consistency with hair plays a big role when it comes to. Just wanted to add.
Okay, I know. So you say you were kind of in between your hustle, you know, as far as back, you know, working when you were working at. And also pushing hair at the same time. So when did you kind of say to yourself, like, maybe, you know, hey, this right here?
When my hair was making more than my paycheck.
So that was a deciding factor right there. Major deciding factor. Okay, so what did you do? Did you just say, you know what, let me go ahead and walk away from this, wean myself off of it, or just go ahead and I'm gonna go hard?
No, I just walked on faith. I left it alone and said, I don't want to do it anymore. This is what I want to do. I quit and never went back and never looked back.
Right. And so the hair thing, did it springboard the next thing? Did you use that as a catapult or?
Well, so now I have enough time to actually get into it, learn more about it, and build myself up with the hair game.
Okay.
So I use that, and of course, like I'm not one to just have one business. I like to have multiple businesses because if this one is slow, then this next one will pick up. And not only that, I like luxury things. So.
Okay, damn! Shout out to that. The damn luxury game. This is too much for me. I can't help more country boy. Listen, I don't even know nothing about them luxury stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be around here with a Timex watch on. You know what I'm saying? Telling that time game.
So we got picked up.
You know.
But okay.
You know.
Right in front of the house.
Okay, Jazz. So as far as you now, so coming out high school, you know, we already know your candy game was strong. Right. We already know your hustle was on point. Okay. It seems that whatever you put your hands on, because you said the nucleus was your son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was your motivating, pushing force. And so that made you be top tier, the best at whatever it is that you've done, right? So coming out 18, you know what I'm saying, 19 years old, what did we walk into?
So it's actually a crazy ass story because I actually picked up a case. So I got some jail time in there, and after I picked up a case, I got a couple felonies, and I couldn't obtain like a real job. You feel me? So by me not being able to obtain a real job to be able to take care of this son that I had, it made me have to jump into something that can, you know, sustain everything else. So I picked up a lot of illegal shit, and then it just got to a point where I'm like, all right, this ain't working, you know. And I would wear hair though, like, so I always stay fly, and I would wear hair, and all the girls kept asking, you know, like, where you get your hair from? And I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep telling y'all where I get my hair from. Like, y'all have to pay me for me to tell y'all where I get my hair from. So hair was my first big hustle. And once I start charging for my hair plug and I start seeing like, well, shit, I can make a band in a day. I can make 2 bands in a day. I can make 3 bands in a day. All right. So this is where I need to be. And that kind of introduced me to the beauty industry, you know, and all because I'm really a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, you know, and even though my record, you know, started off real shaky, if that wouldn't have happened, I probably would have been a call center, you know, like I'd have been in a call center somewhere.
Shout out the damn call center.
Well, shout out the call centers. Ain't nothing wrong with call centers. You know what I mean?
Development. You know what I'm saying?
But that just pushed me to be more because I didn't have no choice. They wasn't finna hire me. You know what I mean? I didn't have no choice. Only jobs that's finna hire me was making super minimum wage. Ain't nothing wrong with minimum wage, but I just wasn't a minimum wage type.
Right? No. I only get minimum and wage. I only get wage from you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Damn sure don't get minimum.
So after that, you know, like once I started figuring out, you know, like the entrepreneur life, I never wanted to work for somebody again. You know, like never wanted to work for somebody again. I could wake up on my own, go to sleep on my own. Seriously. I could, but there's differences to that though. You know, there's problems within that because if we get lazy on it, it's gonna show. You know what I mean? Like, got it. So, but back to what you were saying, like it just was me just waking up and just making sure that I do have this son. And I do got to do this. But hair started making so much money to where I knew that this one thing, like she said, you got to have multiple businesses. This one thing could take me to all the dreams that I had, to the house that I want, to the car that I want, to the businesses that I want. Everything could be within this one thing. So shout out to hair.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta make me get some damn hair. Listen, don't make listen, y'all go see it. Do men be selling hair?
Do men sell hair?
You know, listen, I'm asking because I'm serious.
Business classes. I do business classes, right?
Well, shit, I'm about to be in your next class. Don't play with me. Listen, because I can talk to some people. I can talk to some ladies.
Out of all the business classes, I've only had one man come to my business branding class.
You better get another one there.
But this man that came though, I do like business retreats where I take a group of people, 20, 30 people, and we take them to like destination places and we put them in a big mansion and we still teach them business classes, but it's like a vacation.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, but I had this one guy though, and he came and he wanted to know all the games. I gave him stupid vendors, you feel me? Just everything. And I just watch him now and he is prospering. Like men sell hair better than women.
Okay, they do nails better than women too.
They ain't doing no nails
now.
They
do hair.
I ain't doing no nails, but I'm about to tell you about this hair game about to jump on.
Men do hair. I hate to say men do
women
hair.
Like to hear the compliments. Yes.
Oh, for real?
Men do hair better than women. The best hairstylist right now is probably Arrogant Tay, no cap.
Oh,
you feel Arrogant Tay. He does Nicki Minaj hair, but he's a guy. You know what I mean? But the best hairstylist right now, and I'm pretty sure most of the women that's on here is gonna agree, it's Arrogant Tay. He's a man. It's not even a woman. So when I say that,
I know you got like green hair.
The green hair. The green.
Oh, I'm tell you now because I went to
listen.
I went to the what's his hair show in Atlanta.
He does
Browner Brothers.
I went to Browner Brothers, the last Browner Brothers ahead. I was there.
Yeah,
really?
I went.
And that's who taught me how to do lace wigs. I went and took his class.
Right.
My husband got me a ticket. To his class. Best investment ever. Like ever. So went to his class, but I just say that to say that men do it better than women.
Don't play with me then.
Easily.
We about to be doing it
If
better.
you gonna get some bundles, sir, get some bundles.
I'm about to do it better then.
I would definitely buy for it from a man because
Are you serious?
Yes, I feel like a man is gonna take his time.
See, you know I'm about to take
because
you know I'm about to take the game over.
You know how you want your woman to look, right?
Yeah.
You know, like you go, baby, don't. Even if it's down to clothes, men. I feel like men would pick out better clothes. So
why don't y'all coach a guy into it?
I do. That's what I do.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? And
some men are scared though.
Scared of what?
Because I don't, want to get too much into it, but it comes with a lot of the, the gay stereotype.
But okay, let me get you on that piece right there. A masculine man, a guy that's masculine, he ain't never worried about nothing like that.
Right, but I think that's the reason. You got on pink.
It's the
but
pink.
Listen,
okay.
I'm telling y'all,
my check game is strong. You know what I'm saying? You better stop playing with me.
The men out there,
rock some pink
out there, y'all for sure.
I think bougie hair is all about men.
Who?
Bougie hair, right?
I haven't heard about that.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know.
Here in Houston.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
It was ran by
well, you know, we
men.
fresh in Houston,
right? Look, I mean, I've been here.
I'm just ran by nothing but men, and that's like the number one hair company in Houston at one point. I don't know what they are now.
Oh, shoot, we about to have a G5 hair
now.
right
Now, I will say this. I've had the idea that I've always wanted to present to someone about doing like a men's hair care line, you know, or some kind of barbershop that was ran by women specifically for men.
Yeah.
But it's like there's so many men, you know, that are like so scared of taking that leap into it. But you know what else is really good? Like I love rubbing my husband's beard. Right. I love his beard. And I've always told myself, like, why don't you do something men's beards? I mean, that's a whole
you see it right at front, my boy Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood got his beard oil.
You know?
That's what I was growing my stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
I've always thought, like, how come don't nobody got no shop where they just specifically massage and groom and wash men beards?
I know.
I mean,
there's a place called, I forgot the name of the place. It's like that. It's like I don't see it here.
But see, you know, it's stuff like that, and she's right. Men are better at the beauty industry. I'm talking now. The best pedicure I've ever got
from a man.
His name was Steve in Sacramento on Mac Road.
Yeah.
Right. He was by the old Food for Less.
Yeah.
And he was right between the DDs right there across the street from Esty. His name was Steve. When I tell you the strength of a man into a pedicure,
right,
is magical.
Okay,
well, you will pay money for that.
Well, we're gonna get it to your hair game. I don't know if G5 gonna do no toes and stuff.
I got you with the business class.
But I'm for real though.
I got you.
I'm telling you, I don't play.
If
I say something,
when I tell you it's lucrative, like I mean lucrative. That I teach kids purposely because this is something that can change your life.
Change your life.
You know what I mean? Right. Like it's very much changed my life. You know, like in a different aspect, it's changed my hair because that's where I started from. I couldn't get the hookah lounge if I didn't have the hair. I couldn't do the business if I didn't have the hair. Like hair is what started.
It started everything.
For sure.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna jump into JAS Juice commercial real quick and we're gonna come back with you know saying with JAS. You know, saying that she talks about her acceleration program going from hair to the next business opportunity that she has.
When you're ready for that pickup, there's only one juice to go for, and that's the JAS Juice. That's 281-455-8797. Get you some of that good stuff. JAS Juice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to get some of that good JAS Juice out here. If you don't get the JAS Juice, I don't know what's wrong with you. All natural, freshly squoze every day. They'll deliver, they'll pull up on you. All you gotta do is go hit JAS Juice and they'll make it happen for you. All right, so Jazz, going back to what you were saying. So as you continue to get into your hair game, okay, you're making things happen. So what made you see that there was other opportunity to do other things?
It just kind of goes hand in hand. So long story short, when I first started selling hair, the very first commercial location I obtained was a salon, but I didn't do hair yet. Like I braided hair from like high school, how we braided hair, but it wasn't like serious.
Okay.
So I went into a business with a girl named Kat.
Okay.
And she did hair very, very well. And so the salon was half salon, like she did hair and I sold hair.
Right.
And that kind of is what started it. I just kind of seen all the opportunities there that I could, possibly do. I kept talking to people, people was telling me, like, hey, you should really teach this because at this point now, I'm just selling hair and selling clothes a little bit, but I'm pushing in, I'll say like easily like 30K a month. You know what I mean? Like, but easy though.
No.
But not even know at this point. In the beginning, we still stupid with our money, so we just blowing it. I'm at the club. I'm just blowing it like I'm gonna get it tomorrow. You know what I mean? So but then I started recognizing. All right, well, for one, so many people again kept asking me, well, how do you start this business? How do you do this? And I'm not one to give too much free game because I believe I'm from game is to be sold, not told. Right. You know what I mean? So if you keep asking me, all right. I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna teach it, so then I start teaching,
okay.
So then that was my very next thing is me becoming like a business mentor, me teaching classes, me doing the retreats, like I just was saying. And from there, it kind of started branching off into all of these different things. My followers came up just because I was very particular in how I wanted things to be presented. I'm a very much perfectionist. So if I'm a sell hair, it's gonna be the best hair. If I'm if I'm a present it though, it's gonna be in the best presentation. I'm not just putting hair. I was big on you don't sell no bundles on a cover. You know what I mean? If you're gonna sell it, you need to buy your background. You need to invest in it. You know what I mean? So my production and my presentation was, overseeing a lot. But I also, in my particular city, there wasn't too many people selling hair. So I kind of had that, I guess, I can't think of the word, but I was the first, like the first, second, like it was up in not the first. It was a couple of people like Jador that was selling hair before me, and Dream Girls that was selling hair before me. But I was, like up in the first group of people that was selling hair in Sacramento. So that made it cool to sell hair in Sacramento. So from that, it just kind of latched on, and then I partied a lot, and I had went to Atlanta. And I caught a vibe, like it just was a cold vibe because there's not a lot of hookah lounges in Sacramento. I was the only and first hookah lounge in Sacramento, California. So I seen this vibe in Atlanta, and I'm like, Lord, they got hookah and they got food and they got a DJ at the hookah lounge. But this is a hookah lounge. Right. This is not familiar in Sacramento, California. Really? I know. No, man, I am still the only urban hookah lounge. They don't play. Only people in Sacramento is the Arabs. Like that's the only type of hookah. There is no urban hookah lounges in Sacramento.
Are you serious?
Not even one. Wow. I am the only one.
Damn, okay. Shout out. I gotta get that shout out real quick.
I am the only one. Like the first and only one. Like so it was Atlanta though. I caught the vibe in Atlanta. This is my first time being in Houston, but I caught the vibe from Atlanta.
Okay, got it.
So I just seen it and I kind of wanted to gravitate that to Sacramento. And I'm like, this would be something so new for us. Cause we don't even have, y'all be so, it's funny. Like we don't even have food outside our establishments. You know what I mean?
You mean like to sit outside?
You know how we have
those things
out here, you know how we have food?
Yeah.
There ain't no food.
Are you serious?
Especially not in 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
And then that's another thing. And then I not only did the hookah lounge, I made it the after hours hookah. So we didn't have after hours in Sacramento as well. It was one after hours anything, and that's a strip club named Fantasy.
Right.
Fantasy is only fantasy.
Right.
Y'all get it.
Yeah, they're Fantasy now. Go down to El Paso. The Fantasy down in El Paso. Okay. Fantasy Cartel got locked in, but you have a great time.
So I just brought something real different, but I will say, like it just came from this vibe that I caught in Atlanta, and I brought it back to my city, and it's really big.
I'm happy you told them, Jazz, because they didn't believe me when I said it.
Oh yeah. There's nothing like, and it's still.
Who is Lily Coleman? You know Lily?
I'm about to say
yes, I know.
Yeah, damn Lily up in here repping. Lily is repping you.
You're missing the comment.
No, I'm not. I'm hitting all of them
because someone actually told me it wasn't bougie hair. It was actually She's Happy Hair. So we
she's happy hair.
No.
Think of the name.
I clicked on it.
I was reading on the screen. I'm like, we missing all the comments.
She's Happy Hair is right over there off of right when you are about to turn on West Milford.
Hair company.
It's across the street
She's
from
Happy Hair.
So it's not bougie hair. Correction. She's
Happy Hair.
Right. It's across the street from the strip club.
Shout out my boy Tony. Tony be knowing what's going on.
Okay, Tony. Hey, Tony.
Oh, they corrected
me. Well, right there.
Right, but
I can't see it.
So I clicked on it, but what I do this right here.
Someone said they're hardworking women.
Oh, you want me to say them too? Oh.
Well, no.
Shout out to
because I couldn't.
Hey, Victoria want me to say the comments too.
All right.
And not probably because I was paying attention to what she said. I do apologize.
Thank you.
I really do.
I just want to make that correction.
Nah.
Not bougie, but she's happy.
Yeah, she happy here. In fact, shout out my girl Model B Star. She's one of the models. An ambassador for
shout out to Zaria, my daughter that's watching.
Shout out damn Zaria, girl, you doing your thing watching the TV right now. You did that thing. You putting them comments in there. Listen, your comment game's strong. Well, you better stop playing. You better Zaria doing that thing. We got to call the babies out now. The babies need their time right now. She gonna be happy she got their time.
Right.
Okay. Yes. My girl Naya New. Naya New is she's the one who sponsored y'all's meals and drinks tonight. So let me tell you about this young lady. This young lady, she's like 31, 32. Okay. She's a truck driver. She's been driving trucks, like I think coming up on 2 years now, right? Yeah. So but now guess what she's done? She started her own company now. That's awesome. And so as part of her thing, her own company, she found out, who was coming to the show. She's like, you know what? I want to sponsor their meal. Because these are women who are doing things. So now you knew, and I'll make sure you have her Instagram too. So you would know. So she's doing just a young woman making things happen, starting her own business, and I think it's great getting out of the trucking industry. So that's now you knew she's doing her thing.
I can't wait to eat this too. By the way, it looks very good.
Oh, you probably eat now.
It looks really good.
Oh, you want to eat?
I'm about to.
So we eat while
I'm on a diet, so thank you.
It looks good. I'm like, you got all my favorites.
Yeah, we eat while the show going on.
I can eat.
You know what I'm saying? Zaria's on it right now. Let me tell you, she ain't playing with nothing right here.
Mommy's number one.
These women are hard working. She gonna tell my mama be doing it. Zaria gonna tell the truth on you, okay? And your girl Lily out here, she going hard in the paint. She said truth. She said Jazz been turning Sac up. She said you got the whole Sacramento just turned up right now.
Thank you, Lily. I appreciate it.
Then we got Michael's TV. He said Black Excellence all day, Mike. Then I'm gonna tell some names up.
Oh, Black. What's your
Kayala? What's that? Kayala Brown. She says Z is the best. My favorite lash tech.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I have a fan.
Once again, Zaria's on the books again. Zaria. Oh, she's speaking to me. Hi. She said, "What's up? What's going on, Zaria? Doing your thing, girl. You know what I'm saying?" Okay. Mike in here just writing stuff. These girls ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sit over and keep playing monkey games. You better stop playing with these. Listen, Mike. I told everybody already before the show was coming on. I try to let people know. I really did. Listen, man. Sometimes you can get some people on the show. Sometimes you just get some heavy hitters.
Yeah, but action speaks louder than words. So now they know.
What's that? Wait, I'm talking about the preface. The preface. I'm sorry. Let me get correct before I get corrected over here real quick. The preface. Let's see what trap heavy. Said women in power.
My husband.
I love it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Trap.
Here we go. We got our number one supporters on here.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be engaging. They ain't saying there's something wrong. Yes. Sorry. That's my wife. He letting y'all know right now. Z is his. Better stop playing. Don't get in no DMs out here, okay? There'll be some situations out there.
Please don't. Y'all know that TikTok where they be like, my husband killed me.
Okay, Zaria. Once again, that's my mama. I said, Big Mike, that's my sister. You ain't got time to be playing. Listen, I love y'all relationship. No, real talk. I love your relationship because one, I love y'all's relationship. I promise you. Like y'all really ride for each other. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all express it and you show it. And I love that. I seen it like in your posts and stuff like that.
Right.
Like y'all don't play when it comes to each other. And that's like a bond that unfortunately a lot of people don't get that. And they'll grow up right with somebody and they won't get it. You know what I'm saying? So really to watch that, between you two, enough respect for that. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and make sure I hit the rest of these things. I don't want her jumping on me no more behind these damn notes right here. Cause what it was, Zaria was putting some stuff out there and I ain't say nothing. So she's like, my baby's saying something.
Like, you need to say my comments.
You better say something about it.
Yes.
We got Big Gracie out here in the building. She said, yes, that's my godmom. Big Gracie done jumped in here.
That's cool.
Shout out to Big Gracie. Where Big Gracie at?
In my house.
Shout out to Big Gracie doing things at the house right now. Eating all the good food up in there. I know some good food in there.
You already know.
Okay, you got Kiki Beauty. Shout out to Kiki. She said, hey, she just tuned in. Kiki, she's young lady I had on my show last year. She has a YouTube channel. She does a lot of great stuff. Let's see here. Hello, Tony. When y'all keep the energy and call in. He said, y'all keep up the energy and call in. When that phone number comes up. Oh, yeah, you already know that's going to come up. That's going to come up. Listen, don't play.
That's what I was telling him.
Please.
Answering questions.
No, but we ain't even got to that part yet. Oh. Yeah, we ain't. Okay, you just got out of college. We ain't even got her out of here yet because we ain't even got the radio, none of that stuff yet. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, she just opened up all the hookah lounges in Sacramento, and we still ain't got everything on that piece right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me see what Florence. That must be your mom.
That's my mom.
Shout out, Florence. We heard about you earlier. We heard about you. You and Henry. Yeah, like I don't remember no names. That boy remember stuff. Okay. Listen, Miss Florence, let me tell you what you did, girl. You did your thing. She said, I'm so proud of my daughter, Victoria. Hey, Mike in here too. she has been a leader since birth. You right about that? Because she's been starting all these little groups and everything. Every time she turn around, she got a group started. And I'm so proud of all these hardworking women. So proud of her. Shout out to Mama Florence.
Yay, awesome. Love you.
And Mama Florence, make sure you call in tonight when we throw the number up. Because I need to ask you a couple questions now. Because when she went out to that school and stuff, she kept coming home on the weekends. But she talking about she wanted to get away, have the college experience. But she would run home every 5 minutes. So me and you need to talk about that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hot 2-3 minutes, and we'll be done with that piece right there. You know, and what Mike say? He said, shout out to Naeem's clothing.
There we go. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? What you bring some?
He ain't bring it.
Come on. Mike. Come on, baby.
I told him. Well, first of all, it was impromptu for him. He wasn't supposed to be here, so he came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it type it in the comments and I pull it up.
He put it in. Okay.
Oh, you put it in? Okay. Yeah, put it up in there and I'll go ahead and get that show right there. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that. This is what this is all about.
This is a luxury. This is a luxury salad. I just want to say.
You better stop playing. That's a
Listen, I ain't said nothing in 2 minutes.
Come on.
She was over there.
Jazz, you was in there. You was in there.
I ain't said nothing in 2 minutes.
You was in there.
She was looking like them, them ASM videos, the mukbang videos. Listen, I was like, I gotta get some.
Listen. I'm telling you right now. My girl, she knew y'all. What's the word you use? Luxury.
It's the salad dressing.
So make sure that y'all had the right type of salad. You know what I'm saying? With that extra big crab meat, the luxury crab meat. You ain't gonna eat nothing, Victor?
Oh, I ate before I came.
Oh, did you?
Later.
Okay, then shout out to take it home to your baby. She can eat that right there now. Big Mike will take it though. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Big Michael. Huh?
You know.
God, brothers do that. That's what brothers do. Brothers, man, listen, we're going to go ahead and Mike.
That man love to eat. Like
you tear that salad up, that crab. Come on.
Look, Black at the corner waiting at the door. Like, I want some.
Yes. Okay. All right. Come on, radio personality. So now you out of school.
Ooh, I got a tomato in my mouth.
I know. Shout out to the tomatoes that got her. Caught all up.
Tomato in my mouth.
Tomatoes got you. So you coming out of school. We know you start a group up in a minute too. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You and Victoria, y'all the group starters. Yes. So you so you coming out of high school.
Uh-huh.
What did you go do?
Ooh. Yeah. I also too caught a case.
Come on now, start them damn cases. Ain't nothing wrong with a good case, docket number. Ain't nothing wrong with a docket number in life.
They got them where they at now.
And that's the beautiful thing about this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Because so many times, and I'm not trying to interrupt you, but like I said, this is what this experience is about.
Yeah.
People sometimes, think that, okay, this happened to me, I can't do nothing. No. Did you hear everything JAS said?
Yes.
Did they listen to everything you said? You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
And look what she's done. We still ain't heard everything doing. Because when we flip over here so y'all can see her, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna know what's going on out here in the streets.
They can't see me yet. I'm coming.
Yeah. She's gonna be on you in a second now.
They say best for last, Yes.
I'm coming.
So okay, you called a piece. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I did. Over a man.
Okay, hold on now. God damn, we won't gonna talk about that right now.
Over a man.
Okay now. We okay? I know that. I'm saying, I'll just make sure we can talk about this. We good? We got something. We can talk about this. I know it's about another person, but can we talk about this? Okay, cool. I got a green light. 5Cast got. I got a green light, and I just did this right here.
It's real. It's getting real here, y'all.
Listen, Victoria done. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna jump into this. I'm gonna jump into Pamela real quick, and then we're gonna come back with this right here. Y'all stay tuned.
I remember my first paycheck as a company driver. I was appalled. How could I survive on $600 a week gross? Paying bills and managing over the road on a trainer's truck, things could get tight. I knew then that I had to help create the change that I wanted to see. To be impactful to the underserved trucking community, I founded my nonprofit Sunshine for Truckers. I remember my first paycheck as a company driver. I was appalled. How could I survive on $600 a week gross? Paying bills and managing over the road on a trainer's truck, things could get tight. I knew then that I had to help create the change that I wanted to see. To be impactful to the underserved trucking community, I founded my nonprofit, Sunshine for Truckers.
I'm breaking that nails now.
Miss Florence, shout out to Victoria that hit me in here and done knocked me. I done knocked stuff over because she hit me, Miss Florence. You got to call in, Miss Florence, because she beating me in here.
Oh, I like the way you put it on me.
I cleaned it up real quick, didn't I? You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you? That's just what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. You know.
Oh, go ahead, Z.
Okay, so I did. I cliche caught a case from the boy I was dating at the time. And I actually did a little quick 6 months.
quick 6.
Just a quick 6.
Quick 6.
And then the rest of the 6 on house arrest. What is that though, But yeah, kind of young, stupid in love.
Shout out to being in love sometimes. Nothing wrong, love. That's all good.
Until it puts you in jail.
Boom, boom, boom.
But yes, I did. I did. I caught a felony case. I did. And I don't know. It was really strange because I got really sad about it, of course. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I lost my scholarship. I was actually going to Monterey University.
And hold up. Monterey. Shout out the aquarium over there, Fort Ord.
Yes. And I was in criminal justice. I actually I wanted to be a probation officer, y'all. I had a really good probation officer, when I was in my 9th and my 10th grade.
Okay, you good.
She had gave me she gave me a bunch of chances.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like there was so many probation officers that could have just been like, oh, you failed your drug test, you're going back.
Okay.
Or you're getting behind on your schoolwork, I'm gonna violate you. And I felt like she kept giving me so many chances, but it wasn't because she was being nice. I think it was because she really actually saw the potential in me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
kind of like the guidance counselor back when you was in 9th grade.
And so what ended up happening that they were actually working together. And shout out to Ula.
Okay, Ula, who is she? You ain't gonna just name the people now.
Ula was actually my mother's foster sister.
Okay.
Who bailed me out. She actually started her own bail bond company.
What?
Just so happened, literally like 6 months before I ended up going to jail.
Right.
She got me bailed out, got me a lawyer, and found me my own PO.
Okay.
And I moved back to Sacramento.
Right.
And I was on probation. I kind of spiraled down though. I started dancing.
So why do you think you started spiraling down? Even though you had a lot of, like you was in high school, you were starting groups, you know what I'm saying? You were like the Black Caucus member and
I
just
spiraled down. I went all the way down.
But why do you think that happened though?
Rock bottom.
Why do you think that happened?
I didn't know what depression was.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's the key part right there.
I didn't. Even though I had took counseling in like 9th and 10th, depression wasn't necessarily something I was identifying with at the time.
Okay, got it.
When you're young, it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm like this because my mom and dad made me like this. Oh, I'm like this because we're broke. We don't got no money and I'm like this.
Right.
Oh, I'm like this because our house is not that nice. Oh, I'm it was just like I was projecting is the word. Right. I didn't know that it was depression. So when this happened, it felt familiar. I was like, well, I know what this feeling is.
Right.
But my self-esteem got real low. And what I thought I was getting it back was I started stripping. Yeah. I started dancing. I told myself, like, you're pretty. What?
Right.
Go show it off. Get some money for it.
Okay.
Shout out to the strippers.
Yeah. And listen, ain't no wrong little sliding going on now. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I done helped plenty of girls in college back in the day.
Yes. and
I caught it late.
You caught it late. Come on, man. You better be quick on that. You better be quick. You better be quick on that right there now.
Right next to
Stupid. Everything. So yeah, I did. I started dancing, and then of course came drugs, which is ironic because I had spent half of my childhood trying to help my mom, not, get past that.
Right.
And I did. I started doing, when Molly first came out, ecstasy.
Right.
I'm talking like 5, 6 at a time. One thing that's really big in California is cocaine.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying this because I'm bragging. I'm saying this because this is my truth, and I'm not scared to talk about it.
Okay, shout out that right there. So you gonna help somebody. This is gonna help somebody.
Yeah, and I wasn't like, I guess you could say I was a functioning addict. I still had my apartment. I still had a car. I was looking great. I was doing pretty good. Right. I got pregnant.
Okay. Shout out that pregnant right there.
I did.
Because then you hadn't had a kid.
No. Right. I got pregnant at 19. And it happened really fast, very unexpected, very unplanned.
Right.
And I never wanted to be a mom.
Okay.
I had that thing in my mind where it was like, I felt like I really hadn't had like a stable home. And it was like, I had that kind of thing in my mind where it was like, what kind of mother are you going to be?
Right.
I was like, I'm not going to be a good mom.
Right.
But I did. I got pregnant, and my sister was living down. I was on Amherst. Shout out to Amherst.
Okay. Amherst. We don't know what that is, but you going to tell us? Amherst and what?
Ooh.
Amherst and what?
Amherst.
Come on, you gotta get across the intersection now.
Center Parkway.
Okay, Amherst and Center Parkway. That's where Miss Lulu used to sell
so it was
icy cups.
So look, it was Meadowview Road. Meadowview Road goes like this, and then you had Amherst was kind of kitty corner. Then you had 6-9 on the other side.
Keep talking.
Oh yeah, and so I did. I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter, who is now 8, who, like everyone else here, your kids become your testimony.
Right.
And of course, I cleaned myself up, got a job.
Right.
Started working at the mall, became a supervisor.
Okay, hold on. What mall were we at? Come on.
Oh, Lord, Arden Mall. Shout out to Arden Mall.
Shout out Arden Mall.
2nd floor.
Okay, you had a discount?
I did. Okay. But guess where I worked, though?
Where?
I was a manager at Skechers.
Huh?
I swear to God, I was the manager at Skechers. Sheiks was across at the time.
Right.
Was like across the way when Arden was like a thing back then.
Okay.
They ended up moving towards the back of the mall, but at first they were across. And I didn't want to work at Sheiks because I felt like everybody was over there. Right. And Skechers was actually really paying. Okay. Back in, back then, $16 an hour was a lot. Let's just make that.
Shit, 16 a lot now. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That yellow button is serious now. I'm going to tell y'all.
Yes, and then for those of y'all know,
okay.
Those of y'all who know what ACT is,
no, we don't know what
Advanced Call Center Technologies on Watt Avenue.
Right. Come on now, call center. Develop some of your skills over there.
I left Skechers and I actually started becoming. Was a supervisor there. I literally hold up,
Z, because you're trying to move fast on me now. This is what I'm saying. Like, look at all these things that you have, all these tools that you have,
and I didn't have a degree or nothing. It's like I got promoted. I went
natural.
straight into
I mean, we're gonna go back to when you started groups like Victoria around here.
I went straight into supervisor into those positions, no experience.
So leadership was just in you. Basically,
I think it was because, for one, I'm loud. And then secondly, I think some people have the gift of what's called gab.
Yeah, but that can be twofold though. Some people can just talk, right? And they only want to talk, because when you stop them, they can't do anything, right? Because this is one thing with us. Like, I'm a country boy, so I don't care what it is. So fast talkers, it's hard for them to get over on me, because I'm gonna look at them,
right?
And I'm gonna let them go through everything they want to say,
right?
And I'm gonna be like, say that again.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm gonna frustrate them because really they want to get to the next thing. You know how I go. They want to get to the next thing. Yeah. And I'm just so slow. So I'm just kind of like, nah, bro. Say that again. And then they're just gonna give up. Just be like, you know what?
Yeah.
But shout out Miss Florence again, because I can't skip her note.
Why you thought I hit you? Because I did not.
She said, she said, I don't think she meant to hit you because she was not raised that way. You right about that. Miss Florence, she wasn't. I know. It was a joke. It was a joke, Miss Florence. I was getting Miss Florence. What I was doing. Z was about to talk about this boy, and so before she said anything, I had to get the approval from my husband, because I ain't got time to be playing. You know what I'm saying? People with Z get me in trouble here because I done asked a question about some boy.
No.
But I had to get approval. When I got approval and everything, I accidentally knocked something over. I got a little excited because I got the approval. He was good. Who was Lachelle Taylor?
That's my twin.
Okay, that's
shout out
Lachelle now.
That's twin.
That twin. Ain't know you had a twin.
Well, no, remember she calls me twin.
Oh, okay. Who? Which one is who?
Above.
Her?
Above.
One more.
Right
Big Gracie.
Oh, that was Big Gracie.
The Big Gracie up in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know Big Gracie.
Okay.
Who Big Gracie? That's right. You know Big Gracie. She in the house right now, eating all the snacks right now.
Okay.
Eating everything in the house right now. Ain't nothing left in the refrigerator because she in there just eating, sucking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in the damn house. You might not have no when you get back, bro, because Big Gracie done ate everything in the damn house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Florence, I ain't mean to curse. But Big Gracie them sucking the fingers right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Gracie sucking fingers. Because she got all the snacks gone. All the daggone snacks gone. You know what I'm saying? She ain't doing nothing right.
That is so funny.
I know, right? What is?
Too funny.
What is?
I'm gonna let you finish that, but I was just thinking, like,
what you think about?
My sister.
Who, Lachelle?
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
She don't do social media at all.
Boy, Lachelle, you already on the social media, girl. You know what I'm saying? You done came in because you see your sister up here about to turn up and have her own podcast show, radio show, and all this stuff in a minute. That's what she about to do. After the night, it's gonna happen. We already speaking into existence already.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know. But yeah, Miss Florence, I do apologize once again. Listen, I was joking. She laughing. I got laughing. You know what I'm saying? I got mama laughing. Okay, we got Aim High Media. Davis, y'all know Aim High?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well, they looking at one of y'all. They don't know me. So they know y'all. We got Zaria. She doing her thing. She on it. Okay, good job. Zaria, like she about 29 or something.
Yeah,
you know, acting all grown.
She's only 10, but she's very mature.
Zaria, you typing like you 72 or something right here. Okay. Grown typing. Got Shanice Bell in the building.
That's awesome.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it don't matter because she shouting y'all out. She said, "Go women in power." Yes. See, this is the other thing I love. You know, you're gonna get back to your story too, right?
Yeah.
This is what I love about women, right? Man, y'all will empower one another. For sure. Y'all will do things together. There's more women that come on my show, and I tell people this all the time, right? They're like, "Gee, why you have so many women on your show?" I say because women will be honest.
Yes.
Guys will come up here. They have to be cool. Yeah. You know, they got to be like, yeah, you know, G, because, you know, and it's like, dude, that's not going to get nobody nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want them to come, but they, you know, I tell them, I say, you going to be honest? You know, and not meaning I'm going to ask them nothing about their personal life. It has nothing to do with that. But can you act in the way that you act around just people that you know and just be transparent for what you want to be transparent about? And as you can see, I don't act anything in depth about your life at all. Nothing. It's just I want people to understand that what you have to say and the fact that y'all are doing so great. I mean, making moves. Like we ain't even got to the story yet about what y'all doing yet, but to me, it's so great. I honestly look forward to this show, and I'm not saying I don't look forward to all other shows, but I really look forward to this show. Because one, I know what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? And what you're actively doing. Like, you didn't let nothing hold you back. Period. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was some situation that happened, you didn't let that hold you back. JAS said, listen, no, my son ain't got time to be playing. That's my nucleus right there. I need to make sure this thing rocks. You know, I'm going to go back to me pushing these now-laters. You know what I'm saying? These Jolly Ranchers. I know how I push now-laters and Jolly Ranchers, so I'm going to push his hair the same way. You know, and I'm gonna create things. I'm gonna make things better. And went and saw a vibe in Atlanta and was like, "That's what I be doing, Jazz." Shout out to you, because I do the same thing. I go see something, I be like, "Ooh, You get what I'm saying?" And then you went back, and you didn't sit here and say, "Well, you know what? Nobody looks like me is doing this, so I don't think I should do it." You did it. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to you again, right there. Okay, the back of you here, Z. So you went on. You said you spiraled out a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I spiraled.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom's, was it sister, stepsister?
It was my mom's foster sister.
A foster sister. She started the bail bond company.
She did. She bailed me out.
Did your thing, got you out. Okay. Was that something that woke you up? Because it was her that did that.
Exactly. I felt like, you know, it's easy for people to look at what you come from and where you are and be like, oh, she's just gonna end up like however. Okay. And it wasn't like that. That wasn't my case.
Okay, so what happened after that? Is this when radio came into play, or?
This is exactly when radio came into play.
Okay, and how did that come into play?
Toast Jackson at Hot 103.5, which was the number one.
Damn Toast. We ain't talking about damn regular light bread. We talking about Toast.
Yes, it was
Big
always
name. Big name.
Literally, when I tell you, it almost puts me in tears because I went they had put up a thing on the internet saying that they were looking for interns.
Okay, got it.
I was going to Sac City at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I mean, I took a couple classes. I actually went into public relations.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I need some credits, to get my AA or whatever. I'll go intern. Like, that's cool. I know a lot of people, because of dancing, I had met, a lot of people in Sacramento. I knew a few basketball players. I knew kind of a lot of people in Sacramento that were kind of big dancers and stuff like that. So I was like, I could do this. Mm-hmm. I can go to some events or whatever. I ended up going as an intern and I got hired on the promotions team.
What?
Yeah, it happened really fast too. So I actually ended up hosting and actually creating a lot of
we know you're gonna create some stuff. You and Victoria. the damn group creators. That's what they're doing.
They used to do this thing where they would be like, okay, so we're gonna have a concert, at Ace of Spades, but we need a flyer. Who can do a flyer? I was always like me. Mm-hmm. They were like, we need somebody to go over here, on Florin, or we need someone to go to the Mart, or whatever. I need someone to go to Roseville and promote because we had a country station too.
Okay.
It was 101 The Wolf.
Okay, damn Wolf right there. What are we playing?
Yeah.
All country stuff?
It was all country.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You need to get some of that too.
So they were like, we need somebody to just hop out the truck, promote, pass stuff out, concert tickets, whatever. I was always like,
free team. Okay.
Literally when they needed somebody to edit the voiceovers at night, when they needed somebody to do the commercials, I was like, me. I just kept putting I got hired.
Look at you.
All
that leadership in her. All that leadership.
Shout out to Freeze and Famous, who goes by He's So Famous Now.
Freeze and he go by what now? He's so famous?
He's so famous.
He's so
now,
famous.
But he was famous at first. Freeze actually works for Nick Cannon now.
Oh, does he?
Was doing the Nick Cannon show up in New York, yes.
Okay.
And Fame is doing a lot of big things in the healthcare industry back home now in Davis and everything. But they actually took me on as what was called the Sunday School. They played old school on Sundays. And I was just a radio intern at first. And they put me on the radio very randomly.
They say something on your mic?
Hello.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. It's he was just telling me, to my boy Tony, he keep me straight to see if a mic is not working or whatever. I guess he was saying that a mic wasn't coming through, but it's good now though. Okay, cool. All right. So you get on the radio. Mm-hmm. Did you have your own thing, or did you have to work into it? Like how was that? Was it something scary for you? Because hey, I'm about to be live on the air. No. People about to hear me.
No, I sucked.
Okay, shout out to being honest. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we ain't good at everything. Sometimes we just ain't good. Okay.
I suck. They used to call me Z the intern.
Ooh, come on now.
They called me Z the intern. I was literally like the go get me like coffee, donuts, and
gopher.
I was, while they were on the radio, kind of like how you're reading the comments, I was the one who had to do all the social media while they were on air.
Got it.
But every now and then they would be like, they had this thing called Let's Ask Z the intern.
Okay.
And I always had like, the ditzy, the blonde thing. And it was bad. It was worse when I was younger. So they used to have this thing like, Let's Ask Z the intern. And it was always, they would ask me some goofy ass shit.
Right.
And I hate me because I make everything so deep. And I used to be like so into what they were saying. And it always ended up being a joke. So I got really popular from that. People were like, this girl is really funny. And then one day Toach came in. He was like, we get a lot of people who call in and they don't want to talk to them. They want to talk to the intern. And I was like, for what?
She was low key and liking that right there. You know what I'm saying? She sat back like, yeah, okay. I'm about to take over the whole show. Know what you said?
I'm like, I don't know. I don't got no damn life experience.
Yeah, but inside you felt like what?
We don't drop it.
Okay, look at that. Shout out to Victoria did it again. Mama Florence. Victoria is beating us around here on this table. Victoria beating us at the table. Mike. Hey, Mike, we need some help in here, man, because your sister's beating us down in here, man. She got jazz. She's knocking stuff out of her hand. She's knocking glass out of mine.
I'm like, this ain't what knocking stuff over. So maybe I need to just boost it up and knock mine.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Loosen her up or something, because she right here stiff, knocking over stuff. Like, we got all this.
Maybe you need to come over here.
We got Snoop Dogg, and you know what I'm saying? Need some more Snoop? Yeah, come on, get some more Snoop. Come on, Victoria, let's get you some more Snoop.
I ain't even had nothing to begin with. Maybe that's why.
That's what it is.
The 19 crimes.
That's probably why.
already.
Hey, shout out to Snoop
For the 19 crimes. It is so good.
Shout out to damn Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I love this. Yes.
Yeah. So Snoop got you right now. Okay, maybe she won't beat us up no more, Jazz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you're on air personality at this point. They want to talk to you.
Yep, I sucked at first. I bombed.
Right. But over time, you kind of gain your momentum.
I did. I actually started. I got a regular 9 to 5, like I said.
Okay.
I started going in after work with my daughter. I started taking Dupree with me, which is my daughter.
Okay.
To the station at night, and I would edit their pre-shows. So let's say that they had like a show to do or something. I would do the pre-shows, and I would edit everything on Vox Pro.
Right.
And then I would play everything while they were gone. I did the traffic reports.
Right.
I did the shitty stuff at first. But I did. I got really good.
Okay.
I fell in love.
So how long did you do it for?
7 years.
7 piece. Okay, shout out that. Did you ever think about just getting your own show at some point? During that time period though?
Oh yeah.
I mean, because after like year 1.
It was kind of tragic though. So literally I was actually going to get like my own segment.
Okay.
I had got so good. I was getting my own segment, and then the radio station Intervision that owned it went bankruptcy.
Get out of here.
They sold our whole building. I literally woke up one morning and I didn't have a job.
It was nothing.
It was nothing.
That's why I love ownership. Ain't nobody selling nothing under my feet. Listen, I'm making them decisions. I would hate that. Like that's gotta be a tough feeling for people who are, you got your family situated, you're doing this stuff, or you think you're doing it, and all of a sudden, stock go up on the company or whatever, or they get bought out and they don't want to keep you. They want to outsource, take the business overseas, and now you just stuck.
It's a pop station.
You know what I'm saying?
Now.
You're stuck right now.
Yeah.
What's that? Was it an iPhone? What's that one? And then just take this one.
Hand it.
Yeah. You got enough plug for that.
Hello. He said the other one G in the middle of y'all, but it's working.
Yeah. All right. So now back over here, Victoria. After she done beat me and Jazz up all night. Hello, look at you. Hold this one. So you want take this off.
See, it was gonna happen again. I had you.
Thank
you. There you go.
Somebody
I appreciate
have an
that. Thanks to Jazz for the kiss. I appreciate that. All right. So Victoria. So now you swinging bundles out here. You got bundles moving around here like Ike Atkinson, somebody right here, right? You don't know who that is. You're from North Carolina. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So you got bundles moving around here like Ike. Okay. You said you got to, you had enough of doing the thing with the grown-ups and stuff like that. So you decided to go full-fledged into this hair business, right?
Correct.
So now, in doing so, was it something that you needed to get a building, or how did that piece work? Just so people can understand. The young girl that might be sitting there wanting to get into this, whatever. What did you do?
My building was my trunk.
Yeah.
The trunk of my car. That's how I started.
Listen.
So you did a Master P on it. You went to the trunk of the car. So you pushing hair all over the city.
All over.
So how did they know how did you put yourself out there? How did you brand yourself in the point where people knew that Victoria had that hair?
Well, like she said, I always kept myself up, had good hair, looked good. And I was actually giving clientele to someone else.
Okay.
So she was using me as pretty much her model. And, and I actually didn't pay for hair when I first.
No,
she would give me hair free. Why? Because I was bringing her so many people.
Okay, so you bringing people up in here. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so like she said, I got tired. Like, okay, and actually it was my sister. Shout out to Jennifer. She was just
damn Jennifer. She came in a minute ago, didn't she?
Yeah,
she did.
She was like, you should start your own. Like, you put money in this person's pocket, you should do it. And that's how I started living.
Look at Jennifer, don't cut the middle man out. Jennifer cut you out real quick. Now, don't say nothing around Jennifer, because Jennifer gonna get rid of you. You come bring her talking about you got something from Lisa and them, and she gonna look at you and be like, listen, you don't be putting money in Lisa's pocket. You go do what you said. So shout out to Jennifer for doing that right there.
She did my research. She found a great vendor.
What?
Yeah, actually, we went in together.
Okay, that's what y'all did.
Yeah.
Okay, she done pulled you out of the other girl's hand, and so I'm gonna do research and development.
There we go.
And then jumped on in there. Okay. So did it take off immediately?
It took off.
It
took off because I already had the people asking, right?
Okay,
so now it's like when you ask me, hey, I got it now. You know,
okay. You ain't gotta go hit them up no more.
One-stop shop. Come to me.
Ooh. Okay, then so the hair game was banging. Okay. What else did you started to get into? If you don't mind.
That's when I started the small investments. Like people I had all this extra cash,
right?
People, different businesses needed, and say, "Hey, can I borrow this? I give you this interest by the end of this."
Shout out to that loan shark. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke.
I always catch this shit.
I know, all late stuff. You saw Jazz over there. That salad done got her. The salad done got Jazz. She ain't catching stuff right now. Between the salad and Snoop. Right. You know them 19. Yeah, let me tell you.
Man, listen.
Who had a 19 crimes one day? Somebody had it in here. Me and then they were like, G ain't messing with 19 crimes anymore. Because Snoop was serious. You know what I'm saying?
Looks serious.
But yeah, he do her. You know what I'm saying? You know right like now.
That was right.
You get a charge mess with Snoop with this. Okay. You know. All right, so you get into that piece right there. So what made you get to the car? Did you get in the car game next after the investment stuff? Did you get into the car?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I got into Airbnb first.
Oh, Airbnb first. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that right. Let's talk about the first property that you got. Okay. I'm not gonna tell where it's at or nothing like that, but what kind of spearheaded you into getting into that during that time period?
Shout out to Tina.
Okay, we're gonna go with Tina. Goddamn Tina.
Right. Shout out to Tina. She had one there.
Tina was doing something. Tina had a spot.
She actually on here, yeah.
Is she on here too?
Tina,
I ain't seen her.
Just clicked on
Did her? Okay, I ain't got to her yet.
Oh, okay.
See, Mom Florence.
Shout out to
Mama,
Tina.
Mom Florence, we're gonna get that phone call in a minute because we got to talk about this. Really. You know what I'm saying?
So she had a spot there.
The other one, G in the middle. Oh, y'all.
That's what I was saying about this.
You said,
but it's working.
Oh yeah, it's just she ain't pulled it up to her. He told her you need to bring the mic up. Yeah, he just said you need to bring the mic up. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tina Lyons. Tina, she got the Airbnb game locked down.
Oh yeah.
So we need to go ahead. Tina, put your information down because we need to go ahead and see. Tina, did I meet Tina?
You did.
Oh, that's my homegirl. Man, I met Tina, man. That's my girl.
So true.
I met Tina and her daughter.
There you go.
I met them already. Listen, me and Tina, we go back like that. You know what I'm saying? We were like cousins and sister, brother after we met today. At your Airbnb.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We met at your Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? You know, so she's good people. She really is good people.
One of the realest.
You know, she was just like, you know, you really a country boy? I said, yeah, I'm a country boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, so shout out to me being a country boy.
Well about
you. You know, what's that?
She spoke well about you.
You know what I'm saying? We try to keep it country at all times. Okay, so you seen Tina doing her thing, you know, and that's a listen to Tina. Like Tina's smart as on what? Like she's a brilliant mind.
Definitely.
Real talk. Okay, so you saw Tina, she doing her thing at Airbnb. Mm-hmm. So you say, listen, let me go ahead and jump on that too, because you love revenue streams, as we can see. You know, you're rocking the hair, you're doing investment stuff over here, your consort organization. Now you're gonna jump into the Airbnb game. Mm-hmm. All right. So was that your
that was my first one.
Oh, that was your first one? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. No, not the one.
No, okay, yeah. Because I know you've been into it for me.
Right. The one Tina was at.
Oh, okay, got
West Chase area.
Okay,
when
got
I saw hers and how well she was doing, I went ahead and applied where she was at.
Okay.
First one.
Right. Okay. Y'all. I don't know if it was it you. Was it? Maybe it was her. Did I just look at it? Did you just post something about one of your places?
That's a different place.
That's a different place. It's like for something. That's your place.
For something.
Yeah, it's someplace. I have to look at it again. Oh, I think I saw it today or yesterday. I saw somebody and I was like, man, that's really nice right there. I thought it had to be yours or something. The reason why, because I don't just look at people's stuff. So I thought it might have been yours. But anyway, okay. So you saw Tina doing her thing like that. So you said, let me try my hand at it. Okay. What were some of the experiences that you got from it when you first got into it?
First of all,
real talk.
Yeah, definitely real talk. I'll tell anybody that thinks Airbnb is legal. It's not really legal in Texas, right? It's legal everywhere else.
Right.
So you're gonna come into people. A lot of people are from out of town, so they come in. The first thing they want to do is probably go to the leasing office and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm looking for this place." Especially if they can't find the unit, right?
Okay,
so they go in there and say, "I'm here for an Airbnb." And they're gonna look at you like, "Well, you're not supposed to have Airbnb."
Oh, because it's inside of a building or something.
Correct. So, you know, that's the bump that I ran into over there.
Okay.
So how I fix that is I just call everyone before they come and say, hey, whatever questions that I know they normally have, I will let them know.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's definitely some great advice for people. Make sure that you got your stuff worked out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you tell Pookie go down the corner right there, tell them don't talk to nobody. Go down there, turn right on Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see Ray over there, don't talk the daggone time. Right. You know what I'm saying? If Ray ain't there, just keep walking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
everywhere
saying.
is cool, but I don't know what's up with Texas.
It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why getting these houses is the key.
Definitely.
House game. You trip on the house game. You know what I'm saying? That's our plan. You know, who we got over here? You got to say that name because I'm gonna tear that all to pieces. Okay. Appreciate the Michael TV. That's why I'm married. Okay, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
He's talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Looking around.
Because I was lost on that one. I was like, hold up now. But I thought,
don't get me in trouble looking.
But I thought Mike said something about you, his sister. I got it now. I'm with you now. Yeah. No, Josh cleared it up real quick.
I said that had to be about Jazz.
Jazz cleared it up real quick because I was lost for a second, Mike. Mike, you messing up, man.
Yeah.
What's going on? She gonna mess around. Somebody listen, she'll be in trouble when she get back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a phone call so you get in the van. What the hell Mike talking about?
Yes.
You know, okay, cool. Okay, she loud and clear now. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tina again. Tina's in here.
Indeed.
Tina is in here tonight.
One of the realest.
She ain't playing right here. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Tina. Thank you so much. I know I had a lot to do with it, Tina, because one, I really shared the conversation that you and I had, and you were just a wonderful person and everything. Yes. And she was. Jazz, you just called it, didn't you? You just called it.
I just
Hey, I can't say your name. What how you say his name? Knowledge. Jazz move a little slow tonight. I think
It's
19 crimes got her, Jazz.
It's the 19 crimes.
Knowledge, I'm telling you, 19 crimes got her, baby. You know, okay, so you did that. Now let's talk about this because you said something about these luxury cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when I be seeing you on your Instagram, before coming on the show, I have to look at your stuff to kind of see something about you.
Okay.
I start seeing all these cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm like, hold up now. Look at Victoria. She's showing out over here.
That's where the money is at.
So tell us, how did you get into that? Just let me know how you got into that now.
So when people come from out of town and book your Airbnb, they're normally looking for a car to rent.
Oh, got it.
So in my mind, I'm always thinking about ways to make money. So
okay.
Wherever it fit in, I'm gonna get in. So I'm like, all right, I got cars for them to rent out. Cool. Right. They always asking the same way about the hair. Take them somewhere else about the car. I'm right here, one-stop shop.
Well, hey, real quick. Knowledge said, put that damn cup down. Jay. He said, no more cup for you tonight. You just a rap. You know what I'm saying? Then she going to her phone now. She gonna go hit him, baby. Don't be doing me like that. Get it right, Knowledge. You ain't got time to be playing. Knowledge said, put the cup down. But anyway, so one-stop shop. They get the place. You got the cars waiting for them and everything. Come on now.
Yep.
How you just gonna take over the whole game like that? That's the whole game right there.
Go big or go home.
Man,
go home.
That part.
Go hard or go home.
That part. Hey, can you say it one more time for the people?
Go hard or go home.
Come on, but they be going home messing with you because you around here just got everything sold up. You know what I'm saying? You around here doing everything. Ain't nothing you ain't doing out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Now I would tell them about the cars. Like I don't mess with Turo because they do not give you the good.
Don't mess with no platforms
at all. Like
okay, that's my stuff. Don't mess with nobody.
Shop for like 60 a day. I'm like,
and that's what I try to educate people about Turo or Airbnb, any of them.
Mm-hmm.
They have to understand this is where the business comes in, right? So this is my thing as far as like I have this saying. I said, ain't too many people can out business me. Come on, business game is strong, right? And so my thing, when people get into things, a lot of times they get into something, but they don't get into the business of it, right? Mm-hmm. And they have to understand these platforms, they don't own anything. So they have a goal. They have their meetings, they have a goal quarterly. Listen, we making this right here. We know we don't own anything. So if your stuff is on Turo, you got it renting out for, let's say, $1,000 a day, right? If they see how the momentum is running, their price is too high. Guess what they'll do? They'll drop the price on your stuff. Yep. And you might have it called out to where nobody can book it after a certain time, right? Mm-hmm. And you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you get an alert telling somebody just booked your car. And for the price that they got. You know what I'm saying? Am I not telling the truth? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why
5 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
That's why people have to understand the business. And I'm sure you can get all these Turo coaches and all these, oh no, we doing this right here. Listen, man.
Right.
9 out of 10, that's just all Instagram. I promise you. It's all Instagram. I promise you.
It is.
Get with some people who are actually doing it. You heard what she just said. She's doing it. She does it. And she just told you right then. Period.
I think I tried Turo for a week and got off.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And what were some of the things that were happening that made you just jump out there?
It was horrible.
They take a lot of
$30 for my car for no.
And then
they were putting you, huh? What?
Yeah.
Say it again.
My slingshot.
They put a 30 piece on there.
I mean, the only thing is you're gonna be guaranteed, but it's still not worth it to me. Yeah. You know,
I want that 30 ball on there. No.
I took it off. It didn't last at all until
it's all the stuff you're risking. It's like that's your vehicle, your insurance, your name.
Yeah. And they take probably what 40-50%.
Oh my God. No, no, we ain't doing that because we already know what's your sister's name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer ain't gonna let that go on too long.
That's my manager right there.
Jennifer gonna tell you like, hold up, they're thinking what? Oh no, we ain't doing that no more. We gonna start our own platform. No. And this is kind of like in the trucking game, right? You tell people, listen, I got it. You start off on low boys and stuff like that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to get started. But the point is to have direct relationships. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go to talk to people. People are scared to talk to people, man. Go talk to people. Find out who the shipping managers are. Find out who the vendors are. Go to China. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Talk to do Frank Lucas on them. You know what I'm saying? Go Frank Lucas on them. Yes. Go over there. That's where you know who Ike Atkinson is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Frank Lucas, when he went over there in the movie, he went to go see Ike Atkinson, the boy from North Carolina. You better stop playing. Anyway, but you go there and find a plug yourself, or you become the plug. And so this way you create these platforms. And when people want to talk about ownership, right? Everybody want to boast ownership, right? But in a lot of cases, they don't own nothing. They're not owning anything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because they're so dependent, or if this don't happen, but it's like you said, if this thing is moving a little slow, this is moving. Yeah. That moves a little slow, that might hit, and then this one gonna hit. Oh, I get into this right here. This might hit. Okay. Right. People think all the time that, all of them gonna hit all the time. There are times those things can happen. Wow. They can happen. It's like a triple tux. But in a lot of cases, man, listen, like you did, Jazz. You understood the hair game. The hair game led into all the other things as well. Yeah. You knew what the thing that was hot for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it made you be able to get into these other things and do them well. You know, and I think if people stop depending on a lot of these platforms and understand that, hey, we need to focus on the ownership aspect of it. It's not as easy, it's not as fast, but everybody wants fast and quick. But if we take our time and we just really think about it and say, you know what, let's do this. It's not going to be the cutest, but let's go ahead and make it happen. Timing is everything.
The turtle won the race.
There you go. Every time. There's not one time a damn rabbit beat him. Not one time, you know? And that's what we have to think about. And last thing I'll say before we get into this piece right here with y'all, I put up a post by 19 Keys, a story yesterday. And in it, he was talking about culture. And he was talking about the Asian culture, the Indian culture, you know, and just different cultures, right? And one of the things he was saying about a lot of problems people can have is, well, our culture, we kind of went to school and we did things. We got into like no offense, nothing like that. We got into like psychology, you know, stuff like that. The things that are not, they're good for certain things or whatever, but most time people get burnt out on those things, right? Because if we look, those things are the burnout jobs. Yeah. Social work is a burnout job. It is. Yes. I don't care what you say. It's a burnout job, right? Yes. But the things, the technology, STEM, right? You know, you look at like the Philippines, the NFT game, they got that locked in. China has certain things locked in. The Asian culture, they're big on family. Yes. And so they're going to make sure they do business inside their family, you know, because the purpose is their family, you know, and a lot of times, you know, I'm just saying me, I'm from North Carolina. So a lot of cases where people will just be worried about themselves. They want to be known to just know everything. Or like, you know, oh, well, I'm the keeper. I know this and know that, but it's not knowing anything about anything that's going to help anybody. It's all some personal stuff, right? So when do we get past that part? Sure, we can have fun. We can laugh. We can joke. Trust me, I can laugh and joke with the best of them. But at the same time, I guarantee you can sit anybody with me. We can have a serious conversation. They walk away like, damn, that boy got some substance to him. Because sure, we can joke. That's what we do.
Right.
But
if you talk to me,
there you go. You talk to me. I'm probably gonna surprise you. If they talk to you, Jazz, you're gonna surprise them. If you talk to them, Victoria, you're gonna surprise them. If they talk to you, Z, you're gonna surprise them. You know, because we get caught up in this visual physical sometimes.
True.
Oh, well, you know what? No, he wearing sweat shirts. You know, he ain't dressed like this, so he don't have no substance to him. Okay, cool. And I don't need to try to fight you about it. That's because you want to be that shallow. Something is wrong. You're a shallow person. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fight you on that. You know, that's just what it is.
Right.
So you get into the luxury game. Do you advise it to people? Is it something, or do you say that you really have to be on your game to be in the luxury thing?
You definitely have to really be on your game, because if you don't know people or you're not sociable, how are you going to gain your clients?
Right.
So that's the advantage that I have with me. So I don't have to use tools.
Okay.
You know? I have relations with people. I have a trustworthy relationship with
Okay.
people. So it's to my advantage.
Right.
So I wouldn't tell the next person that's quiet or sitting home, don't really talk to one to get in it. Who's going to rent your car? Who do you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you really have to be out there in some type of way, have your name out there.
For
no, you know, for quality. Because, and I can't say this, even if they look at your Instagram or whatever, you don't see no BS with you. No. You know, and that's what I tell people. If you try to push a service or push something, be about that business. I told you that's why I was most impressed with you, Jazz, when you was on your live earlier. You was on a live earlier with the young lady out of California. They were talking about business. Oh, yeah. It was about business. Period. You know, and I think I looked at a couple of your posts, whatever. It was about business. You were like, hey, I'm gonna be in town. This right here, I got my flight. Listen.
Let me tell you, 80% of my calls about business. Literally.
you be on it. Listen, you like my flight book. I'm gonna be up in there 2:30. You know what I'm saying? Who there?
Right.
That's beautiful.
Even your conversations with your friends. It's like literally, me and B are actual personal friends. Like I actually consider her to be one of my best friends.
Right.
Literally, I would probably say 80-85% of our conversations are business. Whether it's her talking about hers or her asking me where I want to see mine.
Right.
It's like it's always like that. We could literally be.
We'll get giggles out the way, but somehow, some kind of way, the conversation will end in business.
Be about
I'm
that
talking
business.
in the middle of we've been in the middle of a club.
Right.
And so what are you doing right now?
Right. Okay. True.
That was me in Atlanta.
Right.
What's that?
Me in Atlanta thinking business. You know, like I feel like when you are really like you really a business person, everything turns into business. For you. You know what I mean? Like you can be, I can be in a club, but I'm like, ooh, like, ooh, I should do that. You know what I mean? Like I just peeped some, she didn't even know, but I just peeped something like she just did. She said, when you get an Airbnb, the first thing you need is a car. So she peeped something that I didn't even put one and two together, because when I came to Houston and I got my Airbnb, the first thing I needed was a car.
Right.
But who puts, that's entrepreneur type shit though. Like who puts that together? But that people don't respect people's minds like that. And everybody doesn't think like that. And that's what makes you and breaks you. You know what I mean? That's what makes you be able to say like, I'm a hustler. You feel me? Like I'm a businesswoman, because everybody not thinking like that.
They're not.
Simplistic people have a hard time being around people with minds like that.
Say that
like,
again, Jazz. Say it again. Hit that button. The yellow one right there. Hit that damn thing right there.
It's the brilliant
hit that damn button.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we can be in the club. Like I'm in the club in Houston. I mean, in Atlanta, and I'm feeling this, and I'm out there with my friend, the one that I was on live with.
Okay.
And I'm like, there's no hookah lounges in Sacramento, huh? Like, and then we go outside and we eat, and I'm like, this vibe is not here. You know what I mean? So when you start being able to put 1 and 2 and 3 together and make package deals and all type of stuff like that, like that's your mind, and that's what makes or breaks you. You know, like that's when you're able to say, like, all right, because anybody, my husband says it all the time. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. Like you can get a business. You know what I mean? But that shit is difficult.
It is.
Come on now, tell them.
You know, like that shit is something that you don't just do. You know what I mean? So you gonna do it, but can you do it?
Can you do it?
It's not for everybody.
You know what I mean? Like
it
will make or break you. You will be curled up in a corner somewhere playing with entrepreneur.
And some people will expect you to do it for them. Because they have the entrepreneur spirit, right? And then they get something started, and then they're like, "Well, it ain't working like it's supposed to." You need to put that time in. You need to put that work in that.
Yeah.
Because they want it to hit like that. Every business don't hit like that. It ain't
and
how
then
it
they
works.
Because they see
no,
you
not
do
only
it.
That, if they see us, they think it's easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
they
don't
don't
know the
see
hard work
Ooh.
behind it.
They don't know that the days you just kind of sat at the house, like, man.
It could take 2 or 3 years for you to turn a whole profit.
That failed?
Say it again. Say that one more time.
Budgeting and the businesses that we had that has failed. Like,
come on, man.
Every house system ain't work.
Nope. You got kicked out.
Listen, every club, every salon, like it don't all work. Nope. They don't see that. They just see that. And all right, I wanna get a hookah lounge, but you can't just get a hookah lounge.
And every customer ain't happy either.
Right. You have to create.
We know that ain't the case.
This vibe.
That's
right.
normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to create a vibe is difficult.
Right.
She's creating her own vibe.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And
so we are vibe creating.
I definitely see.
For real. That's a good name.
We are out here vibe creating, and people thinking that this shit is easy. It's not.
Yeah.
Now, when I once again, I'm gonna have to go to what I see, right?
Okay.
So when I see your Instagram, right, and I see the ladies that you be with, y'all look like y'all be on y'all game. Like, yeah, I mean, all of them got a serious face. They can be smiling, but it's like, don't come up here, boy. Boy, go ahead, because ain't nothing you got over here impressing me. And when this is funny, right? When you see women that cannot be impressed, that's a magical moment. Trust me, it's for men. It's a magical moment when they can see women that can't be impressed. You know, my homegirl Pretty Pockets, you know what I'm saying? Tiana, you know what I'm saying? She's out of that LA area in trucking and everything. She in fact flew out here to the show. I flew out here. You know what I'm saying? Because one, she's just doing such a big thing. She does some of everything, but trucking is just one of the things she does. But she maintains, her name is Pretty Pockets, and she maintains that because it's her brand, you know, in whatever she does. And so and she said for somebody to impress her, they would have to drown the fish. And I thought it was so powerful.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go on, you did.
I caught that lady.
You caught that lady. Hey, Knowledge, come on, Knowledge. She ain't drank nothing no more. It must be the crab. It's a crab now. It's a crab now.
How you gonna drown something that breathes?
You get what I'm saying? And so to me, she got it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? She got it because
that's a brilliant
there's men. Trust me, they're out here. We love to see that. Like men, we know the women that you know.
Sure y'all love to see that.
No, I'm trying to tell you.
Don't take it there.
No, I'm saying men.
Tell you,
don't go.
Men in the city, don't go. They want somebody that needs them.
In some cases, yeah. But what I'm saying,
thank you.
But there's some men out here who they love to see that you can't be impressed because they're not gonna try to impress you. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna get to know you, or you know, that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? You know, and so it just kind of just goes back to her making that comment, and I think she got it because one, I don't really think too many people can impress that girl, and it's not because she acts any certain type of way. She's the funnest person and have a great time, but you don't play with her. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the way I see y'all the same way. I see y'all the same exact way. Or when I see the ladies you be with, and when I say a serious face, I mean like, yeah, they let about their business, you know. And that's why I even named the show today. You know, these are women that are about their business because you can see it. You know, everybody can see that about people and how they do things. So that's just mad respect I give y'all. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all.
Thank you.
On that piece. Let's see what Nala said. Nala said, just talk business in her sleep, no cap. She never stopped.
Not in her sleep.
You be on the JAS. You don't play?
In your sleep, JAS.
You don't play?
It's new. Ideas pop up in my. I literally. So I know her from Sacramento, but I did her hair a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We came up with a whole business in 6 hours.
Get out of here!
I swear to God, this is how business happened. Like in my head, and it's and we're gonna put it to, to use. Like businesses come to me crazy, and then I think of everything. You know what I mean? And it's these vibes, you know what I mean? Like I always want to catch something that's different, but that's needed and necessary. And it's always business. He's just telling me, like, get off your phone. Like But I'm telling people right now, like to come look because it's business for me. You know what I mean? Like
it's some game being dropped up in here.
All of this is business. You know what I mean? And we teach classes and we do this, but people be missing these jewels. And I think that, you know, just staying on your business etiquette is so important as business women. First of all, just real quick, we already ain't looked up highly because we women.
True.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we gotta come on like, you know what I mean? Like, I got it. You know what I mean? Because women already ain't took serious in business. You know what I mean? I can't say how many times they're like, well, who runs this hookah lounge?
Okay.
I run this hookah lounge. You know what I mean? This is my idea. You know what I mean? So, but it just gotta be a man's thing. You know what I mean? Nothing against you. I'm just saying it just has to be. So we already are slightly discredited as a woman, you know. And so I just really feel like women, we have to work a couple times more harder, but I feel like we do it a little bit better.
And can I add to what you're saying?
Yeah, go on, throw some on
it. We're the 1% of the 1%. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I'm not talking about wealth, because when you hear people say the 1% of the 1%, they're thinking about wealth, you know.
Okay.
What I mean by the 1% and the 1% is I mean business. And what I say is women, it's not statistical, it's a feeling. You really get 1% of successful business women. Of those 1%, you have minority successful business women.
Okay.
We are the 1% of the 1%. And that will make you wake up every morning like I got something to prove. And it's true.
Right.
It's
way
like
different.
Way different. It's like, you know, I've been on maternity leave for 2 months and I talk about B every day. I actually have a 9-to-5 still.
Right.
Because I've been here, it'll be 3 years coming up. But it was so hard for me to get my foot in the door here. But then when I finally did, it was like, why do you keep having all these ideas? Like Jazz said, when you're an entrepreneur, everything turns into business. I had 99 ideas, but not one in motion.
Come on now. Ooh, yeah. Listen, we both had to jump on that one, V. Come on now.
Somebody like that.
What?
That was actually can never put it in action.
Yes. And then you have to ask yourself, like, I mean, what are you scared of? I mean, honestly, where's the 9-to-5 going?
Nowhere.
I mean, honestly. And then if you think about why are you so scared to stick with someone that's so easy to replace you? You know, it kind of brings me back to slave days. Why am I scared to leave you people pay me what I don't deserve and will fucking replace me at the drop of a dime?
Yeah.
Why is my loyalty with you and not with myself?
Right.
I think a lot of it is because failure. You know, like we're scared of failure. And long story short, I talked to my sister a lot, you know, and I'm trying to get her to break out of her shell of what she normally does. And I think that it's so much, you know, well, I can't because I got to do this or you have to embrace failure.
Right.
Failures, as an entrepreneur, failure is going to happen. But if you're a hustler and you really understand, like, all right, well, if I'm down to my last $10, it's $10 going to be $20, and this $20 going to be $40.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when I came out here, I came out here with $300. I left all my California businesses in California, and I came out here with nothing because that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I came out here, and like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I've been out here for 10 days straight. This is my first day off because I had to do this. But hustler, waking up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, posting my I'm here's and my pictures and reaching out to people in their inboxes, making flyers. I didn't have one appointment when I got off this plane. But by that morning, I had my first appointment. I made sure she reposted me. By that afternoon, I had my second appointment. So it's all upon what you do. And if you a hustler, it don't matter about failure because failure is going to happen. But if you can pick yourself up, then it shouldn't matter about failure because you know what your hustle is. And that's something that I'm if I ain't got nothing else since 7th grade, I've been selling candy. I'm a hustler, so I'm gonna figure it out.
But Jazz, that's because you have the power to flip your mindset, not your coin.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah,
is I feel like people think, oh, it takes, you know how people say it takes money to make money? No, baby, it takes a mindset.
Just had the conversation the other day.
And then it takes more mindset to flip that money. And it takes more mindset. Okay, well, if I lose that, now I got, you know, it's a mindset, and people don't have that mindset.
And I see too many times people put the money that they have, that's what they feel that people should judge them on. Right. And they feel if they lose that money, they just self-destruct.
Yeah.
But they have to understand when people place the value on themselves. And that's my thing. That's what I push to people. Listen, you have to value yourself. I value myself. You get what I'm saying? I'll tell anybody, listen, I'm a country boy from North Carolina, and there ain't nothing I can't do. You get what I'm saying? And I can do it without $1.
Listen,
you get without $1, because one, favor sometimes has your back.
Number one, honey.
Favor is right there with you.
Yeah.
Your demeanor, your aura, and all that. When you walk into a room where people like they want to mess with you.
Yeah.
They want to mess with you. Which one of y'all said the person y'all got in with? You didn't even have to bring that to the table. Who's that?
I don't know.
That sound like Victoria.
But
you said no. You said
she.
But when you said favor, I had a post that said favor can get you places that's hustling.
Come on, all day.
Right.
So when
all
you said
day.
that, that's just what I.
Come on, hit the damn button. Then you stop playing. Come
that's right.
I
didn't have a ton of help. You know, like as far as like, you know, like a person, a mentor, or somebody to look up to. Like I never had that because where I come from is so different. You know, so even just to be out, they keep asking me, you know, like, why do you like being out here? I have been out here again 10 days. I have seen at least every person that damn near sits in my chair to get their hair done is a boss. They talking about businesses. I'm talking about businesses with her. I met her. We talking about Nigeria and businesses in the like. This is business in Sacramento, in the Bay Area in California. This is a dime a dozen. You know, like you're not. I want to be somewhere where I don't look so different. I don't feel so stand outish. So yeah, you know, like you have to pick somewhere and you have to be around people that are like-minded. You can't be the smartest person in the room. You know what I mean? And if you are the smartest person in the room, you gotta get out that room.
Out of that circle.
So
quick.
I'm getting out that room. I'm coming to Houston so I can be in different rooms, different mindsets, different money sets, different everything, and watch myself excel. Because in the last few days, I have probably done more physically, mentally, emotionally than I have in California in probably the last year.
So you can really say that you've probably been inspired.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
You know,
everyone that I talk to, first of all, there's a million hookah lounges out here, right?
Yeah, you right about that.
I went to a place called I don't want to mess up the name, 5915 or 5115.
5115.
Yes, I went there. I met a girl, which is actually one of my clients. Met a girl named Tabitha. We sat and talked. I met another owner of a hookah lounge. I don't know the hookah lounge name. And then another owner of another hookah lounge. And I told them what I wanted to do. They all welcomed me with open arms. Like, yeah, you should try this street. And yeah, you should try this street. Yeah, let's do it. And if you need any more information, if you need licensing help, or if you need anything,
and that's what I'm talking about.
Offering
right
help, just help.
That's
you
what I'm talking about.
cannot get that in my city.
Yeah.
Like you cannot, because
with men here, you can't get it.
Yeah.
With men here, it's not like that.
Well, they
you know what I'm telling you?
They help.
I'm talking about men to men.
Yeah.
They might have a woman. They have a woman.
They may have helped you.
But a man to man, it's not here.
But they were actually, you know, they didn't try and, you know, get my number or anything like that. They just
I'm gonna tell knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Don't worry about the knowledge here. He down here, or he's still in sack.
No, he's still in sack.
Okay, well no, don't worry about it. We straight, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, I'm an honorary big brother out here. You know what I'm saying? So hey, don't even worry about it, bro. When they try to holler, I'm be like, boy, come here. Just go ahead and move him around. You ain't gotta worry about that knowledge. We got it.
But I say that to say, you know, like, it's been so much so many open arms here.
Right.
You know, so I don't want to go back. You know, like I and it's only been
I seen your post now. Your post was kind of like, listen, I'm here. I'm
like, she keeps saying I'm not on vacation.
Because they keep thinking, they're like, all right, Jazz, so when you come back, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not.
But that's great that you can be around women that are continuing to inspire you. That's great. You're meeting women, you know, who are embracing you, opening your arms and saying, hey, you know what? No, listen, there's enough for all of us around here.
Right.
And if you need some help in this right here, I might know somebody here that can make sure that this happens.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I probably think, Victoria, you're probably good anyway. She probably know everybody.
Supposed to be like you call yourself a boss for if you cannot put other people
Can't produce.
Yeah.
Like,
Can't produce because everybody got this boss label, boy. They can't produce nothing. I'm a boss. Okay.
Who have you
I don't know nobody over here.
Tell me.
Right.
Call somebody right now that you helped and put on.
Right.
I'll run to a quick commercial real quick. We'll come back. We'll open up the phone lines and we'll talk about a few more things. How about this? Let's talk about these J-Love candles.
When you know it's time to get the mood right, there's only one candle, and that's J-Love Candle Co.
And Knowledge calling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, Knowledge, Miss Florence. What's your sister's name again?
Jennifer.
I want Jennifer to call in. Listen, we want to speak. I want them to call in. Okay, I'm about to pop this number up here. Let me make sure I got everything set. You know, I'm like a real fake radio station up in there. Let me see.
I wish I had this link earlier because they've been asking for it since I posted.
What's that?
The link. I wish I had it earlier.
Oh, it's all good. Oh, it was in the story. So it's in that story I tagged you.
Yeah, it was on the reel.
So that story that I tagged you in?
That's right.
The link to the show was on there.
A few minutes ago before the show.
No, that was earlier.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it.
Oh, you just saying? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going to throw this number up here for y'all.
Y'all call in and ask some questions.
There it is. The number is up. 512-296-4803. It is 512-296-4803. Call on in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got some powerful women in here tonight. You know, we talking about people who everybody run around with that boss label. But I think these ladies here, they have shown and spoken and they've proven and shown that they are bosses 100%. So call on in 512-296-4803. Tina, I definitely want to hear from you, Tina. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to hear from Tina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tina. Because if you don't call in, we know Victoria Baby gonna call in. Zari gonna call in here tonight. Zari said, how long the show gonna be? You know
Just text me when it's over.
when that thing over with. I got it. I got it. 512-296-4803. Don't tell you how it's funny, right? Everybody else scared to call and be the first one to call. But as soon as somebody calls, everybody calls right after that. And then I have to be like, look, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We have to go. 512-296-4803. That is the number to call in for the night. Call on in. Let's see what you got going on. If not, we're gonna call you. How about that?
You sure can.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely got enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Numbers for you to call.
Come on, give me one in. Just push it in there. That way I don't even know it. Because I'm bad with them. I don't remember no number anyway. I don't even know my own phone number. I have to screenshot it because I don't know my own number.
Okay, I'll be first on the line.
All right. Who we got on the line?
It's Tina.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tina, could you? I don't know what you got your TV on?
No, I'm actually in my car.
You in your car? Okay, all right, no problem. Hey, well, first, shout out to you for being brave to catch this phone call. Now, so Tina, that's so I can know which Tina is it. Oh my girl! Oh, this T Doubles. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm fabulous, fantastic, and amazing.
Hey, listen, I already know that right there. Listen, first I want to tell you because I hadn't seen you again since that day. One, I appreciate you. I appreciate the conversation we had because we had some great conversation that evening. We really did. Whether it was in AirBnB or it was in the even in the parking garage. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our conversation because you be doing your thing, girl. You and your daughter. Shout out to your daughter. What's her name?
Sandy.
Okay, you tell her I said shout out to her too. You know what I'm saying? Because
all right, I will.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Now, Victoria don't really be doing podcasts. She don't do stuff like that.
I even told you.
Right.
I know.
Like, I don't
she don't even do this type of stuff now. Now, but to see her tonight on this thing now, talk to me.
She did great. I was proud of her. was like, look at Victoria. I'm proud of all three of the ladies.
Come on now.
Actually. Yeah. I love entrepreneurship. I love it. I love hustling. Everybody know that I'm the queen of hustle.
I know that. Trust me. Got them shout out to you again.
I've been hustling since September 8th. So yeah. And I love the transparency. I love it because that's the only thing that's gonna help people is when you be transparent.
True.
Because people see a different, they see something, but I'm telling you, Facebook, I call Facebook fake book because we don't always make it look good. Yeah, it's fake book.
You right about
We're not gonna put the ugly stuff on there, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's sending out negative energy.
Right.
But I love the transparency from all three of the ladies.
Okay, well let me ask you this right here because you do handle the B&B game. I ain't gonna put air on it, but just the B&B game, you handle that so well. What are some things that that people, some misconceptions that people may have is getting into this thing?
I don't really know.
Based off all these gurus out here to tell them, oh no, just do it, you're gonna win 100%.
Well, I mean, I don't think you just gonna automatically win. You really have to put the work in anything that you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to put the work in, and it's a lot of work. I was mighty made. I was cleaning up my own because I'm picky like that, and I know I don't want somebody sitting down in the tub seeing soap scum. My maid didn't clean it because it looked like it was clean. Okay. I know what it feels like to walk on fresh backing carpet. So I had to clean up my own stuff. You know, I cleaned my own, but yeah. I wanted to be a super hoe. I call it a super hoe.
Shout out to the super host.
So yeah, I managed to do that. You know, the first month I got in that thing, and I started with my own apartment. And I started sleeping in my car.
Come on, hold on, hell no.
Yeah.
She gonna run out her place.
Hold up. So you telling me, G5, that your hustle game so strong, because you've been hustling since 08. Now, don't act like I didn't hear what you said. That you rented out your spot and you slept in your car.
Yeah, my friend, she told me, she was like, Tina, you better not go rent a hotel. She said, because if you do, you're defeating the purpose. Yeah. I was like, shit, I ain't tripping, I can do it.
So hold up. So, but you weren't worried about what somebody be thinking of you?
Hell no, I don't worry about people at all. That's what's wrong with a lot of people, worrying about people and what people think, and they're not living their real life. And life is short. Time is passing.
Come on now.
And you worrying about what somebody else gonna say. You need to do you.
Hello.
Come on now.
Can we get
hit the button on the inventory? Hit the button on her. You don't got a button for real on that one.
True.
But you're so right. Yeah. So many people, like Jazz. So did you care about what somebody thought about you as you out there getting your business going? Z, did you care about somebody because you jump your eyelash game together?
Still don't.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't.
The problem is a lot of people, they worry about what other people think or say.
Yeah.
And those people not doing nothing for you, to assist you, or nothing about you.
That's right.
Let them talk about you, because that's what they're gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't happy for Jazz.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't happy for Victoria.
Yep.
Everybody ain't happy for Z.
Yeah.
So
definitely not. They not happy. A lot of them not happy. They just looking.
Right.
Some of them be clapping, and I be like, man, I want to clap for you. What you doing?
Right.
I want to clap for you. And some of them can't clap because, they hating. And see, you got to be in alignment with God. You got to clap when other people winning.
Come on now. Come on now.
Because your turn coming. That just show God still in the blessing business. I be like, come on now, Lord. Come on now. I see you. You can do me too. Yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate you there, T, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, I love the show. Absolutely. Love the show.
Oh, yeah, they did their thing.
All right, ladies, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, because y'all doing it.
And they sure doing it now. Listen, I'm soaking up the game. They don't think I ain't paying attention. Now, listen, I already got some stuff I'm about to make some moves on already. When you see that G5 hair come out, don't be surprised. That G5 hair coming out, you know what I'm saying? 5 hair. You want that 5 hair? You want that?
It's the voice, y'all. Y'all hear the voice?
That Aboriginal 27 inch.
Hear the voice.
We're gonna make it happen.
I said, I sling them bundles too.
What? You sling bundles too?
About 13 years.
Oh, so I'm about to sling some bundles too then. We about to always sling bundles.
Listen,
you know?
enough, I promise you.
I'm about to be in jazz class up in here. I'm about to sling some bundles. I'm about to show people how to really sling it out.
That's that crack. That
Come
black
on now.
crack.
And look, Jazz already said that they'll buy hair from men.
So sure, you see, she's happy here, multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, well, we about to be G's happy here. Then
I can tell them they look good, and they really don't. But when you tell them, they gonna believe it because of you, a man.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna throw that voice on too.
Yeah, you just gotta use the voice.
That's it.
You know,
that voice.
The voice gonna get them. Tina's gonna get them.
You know, it's a new generation.
You want to get 3 bundles of 30 each.
Yeah, we get that 3. Put that 3 and 3 on you, baby.
It's gonna look good on your
It's gonna
booty.
look good on you.
No, not on your booty.
All right, y'all. All right, Tina, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Tina right there slinging bundles and Airbnbs. You know what I'm saying? She got everything with a bee in it. Bundles, bees. It just listen. I told you people start calling in. I done missed the call right there. Hold on.
So funny.
My bad, y'all. I hung up on you.
I won't be surprised. Tell me he's selling hip.
I'm telling you, he better start putting them into these beards.
So much.
You know, these men is getting fake beards.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I know the hair they doing, but I didn't know they doing fake beards too.
Yeah.
They do fake dreads. They do.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna take 2 more calls, you know what I'm saying, before we go through the room and close this thing on out. So 2 more calls. The number is 512-296-4803. It's 512-296-4803. Hey, listen, it's not often that you can get a chance to talk to women of this caliber who are actually out here making some things happen. Now, while we're waiting for the phone call there, as far as being a celebrity stylist, like, you know, you see people, they'll say they're stylists, then how does it get to the celebrity point, you know, of people even recognizing to know that you can get to that point?
Well, one of my first I started selling wigs to celebrities because I sold hair first. So that kind of, you know, that's what really put my following on Instagram pretty big.
Right.
That's what really put my following on Instagram pretty big. And then I was a braider before I started doing wigs.
Okay.
And I ran into actually who's my friend now. She was my very first celebrity that I did her hair. And she just kind of, you know, was a blessing. Like she shouted me out. She took me all over the world, literally all over the world with her. And kind of just, you know, I networked a lot. You know? So networking really is a major tool in the celebrity hair game. So, you know, it was a lot of, honestly, it was a lot of me doing free hair at first. It was a lot of me, you know, I could do your hair. I could do your hair. I could do your hair. And, you know, letting them see my work.
So you had to give some sacrifice.
I had to. But also with that, I had someone behind me solidifying my work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Putting me.
I told you it was gonna happen.
I told you it was gonna happen. Literally.
Yeah. And after so long, I didn't have to do that no more. You know, like
I think she might have hung up because she heard you making a point. She didn't want to interrupt that point.
Hello.
Okay, what's going on now? Who got on the line? Oh, I know who got on the line.
Hold on. Put my headset.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, it's Naya. I just want to say,
what's going on, Naya? This is a young lady that sponsors you the meal tonight.
Hey, Naya.
Thank you.
Yes. It's definitely a blessing to be able to do that. But I just want to say this interview was so awesome. Like just hearing each one of your individual stories, just inspired me to realize that I could be doing more, and just listen to how each one of you hustle and just are out there doing your thing. And then the way you're representing melanated women is just amazing to me. And I know that pieces of this interview is going to kind of be like in my head
when I want to be lazy, if I want to lay down too much. Like during the interview, I just got up and started doing some squats because I felt like I should have been doing something.
Oh, that's good.
See, that's inspiration.
Yes, so
Right.
You see,
I just want to say, like, definitely awesome.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes.
People's story can be so therapeutic to people. It can push them. You know, like Jazz, you said you be getting up at 4:00. You be on it.
When I'm out
you
here, I wake up every morning early. And listen, y'all, it's 6:00 this time. It's 4:00 in the morning my time, and I'm literally waking up, posting flyers, talking to people, trying to get my first appointment of the day. That's probably gonna be at like 8:00. Like I'm trying, I'm hopping in inboxes and everything. So the grind has to be in you. Definitely, you can't be lazy. And call yourself a hustler. You can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Well, what's one of the biggest things that you're gonna take away from this tonight?
For me, I think what's really going to just kind of keep playing over in my head is just, for one, of course, like where they came from, even though they might have had different like falls or whatever you want to call it, but being able to get up and just keep on going and letting that be a lesson, like that's something that I know is going to play over and over in my head. Right. It's amazing when you can just, hear somebody's story. So when you might be having a tough time, like if I fall upon some rough times or whatever, like thinking about like, okay, if they did it, I can do it as well. Like seeing somebody else do it, listening to the story, like it just is, I think that's going to play over and over. And honestly, like I said, like just listening to the way they hustle, it's just like, it removes the excuses for me because I really don't have any excuses for why I can't do more. And like, I just got up and started doing stuff. I was like, I got to do something right now because I just need to do something. But yeah, I honestly just really the way they just persevered in spite of whatever may have happened to different things. I know one was saying that she got locked up for a short period of time. One of the young ladies was saying that, the drugs or whatever it may be, because we all got our stories, but it's just amazing where y'all are right now and where you're going.
Yeah, it's definitely beautiful. And trust me, it's just as well for me to sit here beside these young ladies and just listen and see exactly what they're doing. And it's great. You know what I'm saying? And I hope we, even in this, foster a relationship of support. Because I mean, no matter what, I'm supporting them, whatever they're doing, whether they need it or not, I'm gonna be there. But and I think that's a great thing. So I appreciate you calling in. I really do. And thanks once again for sponsoring them tonight for the 19 crimes. I believe 19 crimes had them shut down though. The 19 got them. The 19 got them.
You're welcome.
So
y'all have an amazing night.
You too. Thank you so much.
All right, we appreciate you. Shout out to Dagon, saying Miss New doing her thing. All right. So I'm gonna go around the room and I got 2 questions I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
And then the third piece about it is you just say it on your own, what you want people to know, how they can get blah, blah, blah. One, I want to know how the experience was first. That's the first thing. How was this experience?
Are you asking me now?
Yeah, I'm asking right now.
Okay. This experience here has been awesome. From you picking us up, I think was awesome. Like literally when you got out the sprinter, I was like, oh, it's you. Like you're coming to get us. Seeing our pictures in the bag.
Shout out to that detail right there. Oh, yeah. You said something about that. We'll get to you though. Don't say nothing yet. We won't say that because I noticed your comment. You know what I'm saying? I noticed your comment. But go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, because like literally, like when I first got in, I was like, oh my God. Like, look. It was nice because, that's one of the things that inspires you. Because it's like, if I can get my name in here, I can get my name on a billboard.
Right.
So that was cool. The food has been great. You have been great. I think it's been a really real conversation. And I think for this being my first go around, I'm gonna say first.
That's right.
I think I brought very good company. I think I'm really, really happy with how this whole night has gone. I thank Victoria for inviting me. It's funny how it happened, but we won't get into that. She was like, Z, come with me.
Yeah, and I don't want to go. I already know how it went. I already know how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I knew she had to get somebody. I mean, she had to drag her into it. I already know.
She was serious about it. I'm like, okay, I gotta go because we already got her mind made up. I invited her.
See, that's what I love about my friends. They know that when they call me and they say, "Oh, we doing this or we're doing this," no, we're gonna do it now because now you done got me hyped and juiced. Yeah, I literally have been calling her ass for 2 days. Like, you gonna be ready because But and then I invited Jazz because you know me and Jazz ran the same circles.
Right.
You know, we weren't necessarily friends in Sacramento, but I have heard about her hair. I actually have purchased hair from her a long time ago when she first had her first shop on Florence. Which I don't even think she remembers. It was a long time ago. And that was back when I was dancing. And I just remember what it was like for me when I first got here.
Okay.
And it was just kind of like, you know, she already has a big following. My following's not that big anymore. And I've actually rebranded my business. Victoria I've been running my business for about a year now. I started last year. And I have so many new products coming. So I rebranded. And so this experience has been amazing because it's reminding me that you could start over.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
for sure.
Literally, it's like you can start from scratch and you could still do something amazing in the beginning of something. You don't have to wait to get to the end to be successful, to have an experience like this.
Right.
And I think you should know that experience you're providing is good because you could be providing a vision for somebody that will never know what this feels like. So I think it's been very cool.
Shout out to you getting it.
Yeah.
You really, you got it. You got it. And why I do this. You just said it verbatim, word for word, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, then the other question is this right here. What did you learn tonight?
That's a big question for me because I learn everything. Even if I feel like I know something, someone restating it is me relearning it. Okay. I'm a relearner. Even if I feel like I know something, you might word it differently. That make me be like, oh shit. Like, you know? So, I mean, I think my biggest thing is their backgrounds. I think, you know, you think you know someone or you think you might know things about them or whatever. But when you hear it from the horse's mouth, it makes it that much more powerful. Right. You know, when you have an idea of somebody, it's different when that idea becomes concrete. Right. Because now you're like, okay, this is solid. You know, I was standing on this person before, but now I could plant this person. Right. You know, and I could water this person. And it's nice to get confirmation that they can water you.
Okay, got it.
So I think that's what I took away from this tonight.
And the last piece of this right here. What is your business? How can they find it? What do they need to do? And why is it that they can understand and know that you do what you do because you do it?
Okay, I'm going to do this one fast. I have Inclusive LLC. The motto of my business is you don't have to be exclusive to get inclusivity. I think that everybody wants to be rare. But see, that's what we all have in common, right? So for me, with the lashes, everyone wants to be a lash tech these days. And then there's people who think the field is saturated, but it's not. There's money for everyone. Who's your customer may not be my customer. Exactly. Who's into the type of lash. Not everyone wants 25 millimeter lashes. Some people want 12. Some people have a 9 to 5. You know, girls are doing the color lashes now. You know, there's women who can't do that. You know, you have women with leukemia, people with alopecia who can't grow lashes. So my business for me is personal.
Okay.
It's really important, like I said, for everyone to feel pretty. And the basis is I do lip glosses, I do custom lashes, I do lash extensions, I sell bundles. I also had some shirts for a while, but I sold out.
Shout out to that.
I did have some shirts for a while, and I was doing sandals for a while too, which I also sold out. So I'm trying to get more. It's been a lot of like me trying out products and seeing what's fitting. Okay. Because I want people to tell me what they need. I'm trying to be everybody's plug. Ooh. Not just like, oh, this is just the one thing that I'm selling. Right. It just started with lashes. Okay. So I do custom strips, guys. Like I said, I'm an actual lash tech. I actually am about to start waxing, which is something I'm introducing tomorrow. Okay. Eyebrow tinting, and I'm actually going to move into permanent eyebrows soon as well. Ooh. You can find me on Instagram at Blinks by Z. That's Blinks with the Z _by_Z. And you can find my personal page, Royal__Z. You can also follow me there because I post on both. When you go to my business page, it's going to look like it's empty, literally because I just rebranded everything. Right. And the new products that I have coming in next week, I'm so excited. It's not just lashes. Right. Lashes, glue, mirrors, protective goggles for your lashes. Like I said, the bundles are coming in. I always get compliments on my lips. I have lip fillers coming for people who can't afford to get cosmetic procedures done.
Right.
And just regular, different shades. I have about 56 different shades of lip glosses and lipsticks coming.
Man, look at that right there.
I'm really excited.
Look at that. You see what I'm saying, people?
Yeah, I'm really excited about
that's boss move. Those are boss moves.
I'm very excited about this new content coming.
JAS, aka 19 Crimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cali Red got her. He was on the Cali Red too. That's the thing about it. The Cali Red was serious. 2 questions. First question is right here. How was the experience tonight? Real talk now. We only need that real stuff out here.
All right. First off, kind of, I got to piggyback off what she said. First impression is the best impression. When you pulled us up, right? And I'm a tad bougie, so
right.
You pulled up, you had your Sprinter, and not only was the Sprinter nice, y'all. Like when I got in, our pictures were there. He offered chargers, like it was just a vibe, and I'm big on vibes, y'all. Anyone that follows me or anything, you'll hear vibe because I'm big on vibes, energy. Like it has to be positive. And since the first his pull up game was strong, and the vibes were very decent. So yeah. And then as far as the actual sit down, the podcast, I have learned so much from these 2 women, and I always like to indulge with bosses of any caliber, whether you're just beginning, because I feel like you can learn from the beginner bosses and the experienced bosses.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you do, you can learn from everyone, and I'm highly excited with our new friendship and what we're gonna get together and do and what we're gonna build in Houston, because I believe that God places everybody
definitely
in paths for reasons,
right.
And I can see even me with my business mind, like he was saying, like just the little things that I can branch off from her,
right.
The little things I can branch off from her. So the experience was wonderful because I didn't calculate it in my head about 10 businesses before we didn't even walk out the door. I can't wait to get in the Sprinter.
Hey, Knowledge, I'm trying to tell you. Knowledge said it.
Tell them what we doing next week.
Knowledge said it. He said you be in the sleep on the stuff now.
I can't wait. So yeah, experience A++.
Right.
For sure.
Okay, so what did you learn tonight?
Yeah, I just learned that, I guess to, not judge a book by their cover, because I would have never thought, that she went to jail. I'd have never thought, because she talked proper,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
you would know she had a damn cases, a couple cases around here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But and I didn't know that she was as established as she was. So just to learn,
right?
Like what my surroundings are, I feel like is a blessing, because in retrospect, I love to be around bosses. So it's just like the experience, the people you have put me in, and it's you have put me around this group of people. It's been amazing. So I'm extremely excited about the 10 business ideas that I have that I'm getting ready to talk about.
Like I said, now she be back in the stream like, yeah, we about to do this right here. Hitting all her people. Hitting all her people like, yo, this right here, get this moving. You got 17 hookah bars starting up.
Right. Tomorrow.
I'm going to look at some buildings tomorrow. And the last thing, how can they find you so they can know if they can get in contact with you? Because I know you busy. I know you busy to get you directly sometimes.
Right. My name on Instagram is I'm High Maintenance. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. It's I'm High Maintenance. You can find me on there. That's pretty much where I promote everything. You can look up my boutique on Esco Barbie. That's on Instagram as well. It's ESCO Barbie. What was the second question?
What was that? How can they find you?
And yeah, it's just.
Well, she here. That's what the show. You look at her Instagram. She here.
Yeah,
she telling y'all she here.
I'm in Houston though.
But she is flying back for a minute now.
I'll fly back to California on the 9th. I have a business class out there. So if you do need Californians, if you need frontal or braiding classes, I'll be in California on April 9th giving business classes out there. And then I fly back out here
right after that because I ain't staying in California for too long. But I'll be back. So yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll be back.
Now I'm gonna say the woman who really brought this all together, right? Because I mean, she is the one I had asked to come on the show, and of course, I tell people I wanted to bring somebody. There's no option in it. You know, some people I want to come up. Nope. Bring somebody because I want them to have the experience with you. Right. You know, somebody that you know, because they're gonna learn something about you. I guarantee they're gonna learn something about you that they didn't know. Then it gives them something to talk about on the way back. You know, when I'm taking them back and everything. And before I used to send somebody to get my guests, but then I thought it was better if I just went and got them myself. Because now versus them waiting to meet me when they show up, I thought it was just better if I just go did it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gave it a little extra flair to it. You know what I'm saying? So they can be in the car talking about, I don't know, girl. Yeah, I don't know, he might be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But Miss Victoria, how was the experience to you? And we already know how you roll already. So I mean, I ain't got no Rolls Royces and every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not going there.
I ain't got no Rolls Royces around here, Z. You know what I'm saying,
Look.
Nah.
It was wonderful. I'm glad I came because when you first told me about it, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm shy. Right. You're like, no, it's cool. It's just like regular conversation. You'll be okay. And everything he said was what it was. But I want to start off about how I brought Z because I'm all about, like she said, energy and vibing and timing is everything. And when you asked me, that's when me and her were actually talking about business, how to grow her business and things. So I'm like, you know what? The perfect person. So I just felt like everything was just aligned together in this place for me to come on the show.
Right.
And for me, it was good for me as far as experience. It was relaxing because I'm always on the go. Like this is the longest probably I've ever sat.
For real?
Yes.
Shout out to damn 5Cast. This is what we do right here. I'm gonna take credit for this right now, Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Z. Listen,
hey,
this is what we do out here on 5Cast. We're gonna make you feel comfortable.
I'm always moving. Yes. So it was relaxing for me with the wine and the food and talking. Right. And I love spitting gems out to people. I love helping people and getting so it's just everything what I love to do. So the experience was great and I actually needed it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to that right there again.
Thank you.
Hit the button again. Hit that yellow button. All right. The second question just right here. What did you learn tonight? And it could have been anything. Something you said, something Jazz said, something Z said, like, you know.
Like she said, you never judge a book by its cover. Like a lot of things about Z I never knew. And I have more respect for her where she came from. So it's a reason why I wanted to help her.
Come on now.
I never knew.
See?
But now
see how it works?
Definitely. And it's always someone whose story is worse.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
You know? So it's just like I love to see people grow and you know, it's not about what you've been through, is where you're at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she overcame it and she's going places. And she came from Cali, came to Houston and just hit it off the market.
10 days killing them. Yep. Just killing the game in 10 days.
Yep. Literally.
What?
So with that, I mean, no one has an excuse. Like the young lady said, like I got up and started doing things. So if Z can do it, she can do it. Anybody can do it.
Now, I don't know if people get in contact with you. I don't know if that's possible, whatever.
Well, but I do have a business phone number they can call.
There you go, right there.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's also on my profile in my on Vicky_secret. They have a phone number they can call if they need help with anything. Whatever.
Okay, but you definitely need that luxury vehicle. Airbnb and all that stuff right there to hit you up, right?
For sure.
For sure.
Definitely. They can hit me up.
You know, hey, come on in right now. You know what I'm saying? Got one over there on the. Yeah. Okay.
I'm next.
I think.
I think.
And you still rocking them slingshots too, right?
For sure.
Okay. You know, definitely get with on them slingshots because you know it's hot.
Oh yeah, I'm a loyal.
They hot right now.
For sure.
They hot right now. They hot. On fire like the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Like the Yankees better go and get that money. Get that money. Okay, who we got there? The real Neil Capo. Oh, that's you. You just put it on there. Who did that? Somebody tagged.
That's my best friend.
Okay, what's her name? Shout out to Kayla, jumped on that right there. Kayla, we appreciate you. You just jumped right in, didn't play around with it. You wasn't messing around. You just said, no, I'm putting it up there so everybody know what's going on. See, that's a friend. That's a friend right there. She out in Cali? She in Cali?
Yeah, she.
Come on out here, girl. You know what I'm saying? Come on out here.
I love it.
Get some of this Houston life.
She do nails.
A nail game strong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all that.
Hey, y'all, listen, man. This has been a great night.
Am I gonna cause any other crashes tonight?
Right.
No, I just need to grab this book real quick. This has been a great night. I'm telling you. Just women's empowerment. Just watching women do great things, and I do it anyway. It has nothing to do with the month, because the majority of the people come on my show are women, and because they're just always doing something. Y'all are always making some things happen, and hell, you talk about it and you celebrate it. So, and I say that this book right here, it's called "Dick and a Headache," and
that's a good one.
Sometimes that's all it is. But one of your sisters wrote this book.
Really?
She's one of your daughter sisters. You know what I'm saying? And when you say don't judge a book by its cover, don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Don't judge a book by its cover. The book is deep, and the book is relatable. Probably a lot of men haven't read the book, but I read it because I had heard about it like a year ago. Honestly, I was somebody had called me and it was at some function with a bunch of women. They were just like, "Oh no, we having a book night." I said, "What book y'all reading?" It was like A Dick and a Headache. I was like, "Oh, okay, got it." And then, but here's how things come along. A year later, through networking, I know one of her sisters, and in fact, she's a teacher. She's an educator, and so she raised $500 for each one of her students in her class for the underprivileged, and gave them a great Christmas. $500 for each one of her students. You know what I'm saying? It was raised. You know what I'm saying? So Charlie McCall, she's doing her thing. But anyway, so she'll be on the show on Thursday. So I just wanted to kind of segue into that right there. So definitely join me on Thursday, everybody. To this great author. Me and her, we talked on the phone, I think yesterday for a while. Yesterday, just it wasn't intended to, because I don't like to talk to the people that come on the show because I want to learn at the time. But we just had a great. We had a great. I don't know what it was, that damn cranberry juice or something.
That 19 crime.
We had a great conversation. I think we talked on the phone for like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, 2 hours, because sometimes you know, and we both said it, and I guess she said it from a standpoint just as a woman. Sometimes it's just a lot of guys don't know how to conversate.
Yeah.
And it's something that she's known. And so we had a great conversation, great dialogue. So it was a great conversation. I can't wait to see her on Thursday. First time meeting her ever. And it's gonna be a great show. So join us Thursday for that. We're gonna do this, and then on the 18th we have my man Buddy Rowe. I had him on the show 2 weeks ago. Young man, his song was chosen in what's the basketball game? NBA 2K.
NBA 2K.
Yeah, NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
2 of his songs got selected, and they're on the game.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
And then one of his songs for the movie, what's the movie with Keanu Reeves?
Matrix.
The Matrix. The new Matrix. Yeah, the new one. Warner Brothers selected one of his songs. They use it as a promotional campaign ad for the movie. Like, this dude is doing big. And young guy, but he's not like the typical rapper that people want to think. You know what I'm saying? He's really he's on point. I'm talking about a lyricist, just a smart guy.
He's a conscious rapper.
He's very smart. And but it's a group of them, and somebody does beats, somebody does this and that, right? So they have an album coming out on the 18th. And so, because I'm about celebrating people, and he was him and his wife, they were here for the show. And so I said, you know what, man, your album drop on the 18th. I said, I want y'all to come back on the day your album drop, because I want to celebrate y'all, because this is what I think we have to do sometimes. Celebrate. You get what I'm saying? And because how many people are going to do that for them?
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? This is all their own in-house stuff. This is them, his music, their music. They did the production, they did everything. So they're their own label. So my thing is, I want to celebrate them on the album drop. So this show here with Charlie, it'll be at 7:00 on Thursday, and then their show will be on 7:00 on Friday. So, and that's important to me, because I think we should celebrate, these young people. So, hey, I will see y'all then.
Agree.
Thanks again. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you for having us.
And we will holler.
It's the king of love pack, baby. Take, everybody take. like me, man, I really do know why. They see the wings on my back and they know I'm gon' fly. So what the fuck's supposed to do? Just try to please people. Got my Indian cool family and I don't get people. Remember, used to put newspaper in my tennis shoes. Used to walk around in them tennis, the many shoes. For party nigga, I was too thugged out for that. Never told all my enemies I couldn't be a rat. When niggas told on me, nigga, they got it in return. Now ain't they mama's living room in a nice urn. Fuck you, your whole crew, bitch, cause you gon' get caught. Blow your brains out in your lap, now hold that thought. Motherfuckers stop pretending of a new ever. Jay will get in and poppin' nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitch, stop pretending. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and poppin' nigga, cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitch, stop pretending. This just for my killers who just straight up murder. Leave you in the sewer dead just like a ninja turtle. I got connections with the real fucking black mob. And I'm trying to get it right for my man God. So anytime I don't believe me, that there's no problem. Niggas will torture your ass, you wish they fucking rob you. Menace to society, that's my favorite one. Desert Eagle 50 caliber, that's my favorite gun. My nature willing, yes I'm done it for the fucking dome. You the home kid cause you always running fucking home. Every K other boy, your house will clap it up. Around my mouth like a big booty bitch, I can back it up. Try niggas on pickups just like they did in Jasper. Keep fucking around, your new friend is gonna be Casper. You gon' be in the casket, people trying to coffin on you. But so many hoes, ain't like it can play golf for you. Motherfuckers stop pretending of a new ever. Jay will get in and pop a nigga cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches stop pretending. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and pop a nigga cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches stop pretending. Fuck that shit, bro, I'm tired of being nice. White shit in your head, this mic is not my fucking life. I keep the termites fed like a pistol, stay with some lead. Like Marita, dog, stay with some bread. I lived in the trailer, not no projects. It's still gun, but you wouldn't run on my set. I kill niggas, dog, and also I kill time. Tell out my snitches, head to fucking moms. Niggas turn on me, goddamn, they drop the fucking down. Your brains are gone, now you out of your fucking mind. And niggas know I fight you, bitch, young baby strap. But they don't fucking understand to get the bitch to that head, that gun clap. They just stop beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and pop a nigga cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches stop beginning. This is the beginning of a new era. Jay will get in and pop a nigga cause I'm so clever. You can love me, you hate me, nigga, but I'm still with it. G5 legacy never in the bitches stop beginning.
I'm like, now I gotta download the damn app.
Wait a minute. So what day is that? So will you come back when we celebrate?
Yeah,
on the 30th. On the 30th. So on the 30th.
Okay.
So I keep talking about this big announcement on the 30th. So because the other owners in it is 4 women. So it's a woman on 10.
Look at that.
It's a majority owner.
Right.
Wow.
And so I'm the only guy. Snoop's the only guy on it. So we gotta do like this. We're doing like this picture and thing, sign thing. Next week, since we were gonna go out to LA, but he was like, "Hey, me and Dre, we got a concert at Tulsa on the 24th, 25th. So y'all just come here for the concert. And we do all this stuff there, and then we're good."
Wow.
So,
That's tight.
So we've been doing it for a while. Going back, and so the first thing we're coming out with is animation, like anime. That's real big. So I always show you.
Oh, this is cool. So you literally can like link up and
It's networking. It's a networking app.
Yeah.
So now, and that's why on my screenshots, on all the screenshots, I have Wicked Dream. That's been for the past 8-9 months, right? And so people will see it, and they will, you know, of course, I'm gonna talk it up because that's what I'm doing. So we did launch it in Miami. One of our owners, she has a very swanky restaurant down in South Beach. Excited about opening another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then one, she owns Capital Club Relations. She's Russell Simmons. Her company it's her company, but she's big dirty close. So, and she owns a professional women's basketball team.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
so
women really are doing this shit.
Yes, they are.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, they wow. Then Deidre, she's a CFO for two nonprofits and one big ass company.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
These are my partners.
Right.
These are the people I'm talking to every other day.
Right.
You know what
Are they out there in North Carolina?
No. Two Vanessa and Deidre and Thomasine, they're out in DC.
Oh, okay.
And then Darren, she's in South Beach. And then Mandy, which is here in Brooklyn, she's here in Houston.
Oh, right. Well, you got somebody in Houston with you. When did you move out here and why?
When I retired, I was in the military.
Oh.
So after college, I went in the military. I said, we'll go 2 years. After I graduated from college, I was like, I'm going 2 years. I'm not going to work, And then I messed around and go every 2 years. It's easy. Oh, shit easy, man. I started doing some math. So you tell me I can do 20 years and you leave it check. I'm about to run this up. So I ran it up on. I made it always been top of my range 18 years. So I'm going to rank me after 18 years. So I still had with 20. And then, so I got there. Then I knew I wanted to work for nobody. But positionally, I had that high government position. You know what I'm saying? So he just throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those people. So it was one of the things where they were like, I was supposed to retire and work for the government.
Right.
But I'm more than that. I said, man, all shit y'all taught me. I said, man, I get degrees. I'm not going to do this myself. Crazy. What it was high. It was 30 guys.
Of course. Yeah.
But I was never a military guy. I'm just a little project kid. You know what I'm saying? For Charlotte, North Carolina, I was a project kid. And so, man, I guess because I did go to college, so I didn't have that out of high school mentality. So even when I was in the military, I didn't hang with nobody in the military. And I never stayed on base ever. So people where I lived at, they never knew I was in the military. Which is just because of the things I did. So it was just, I was able to eat beers and shit, you know what I'm saying? I just lived my life. So I never really fell into the whole military.
Yeah.
So when I retired in Colorado Springs, I had been for hood twice. And I said, man, I'm about to go to I'm going to Texas.
Oh, they done bonded.
Girl, you act like you don't know who this man is.
No, he don't bond with just everybody, so that's different.
Ooh, girl. Chris,
do he? He don't come up as friendly to me.
Girl, I had to ask Ebony when I said, all right now, don't go falling in love. She came upstairs like
I fall in love.
She came upstairs like Chris got to make me cry. I said, why are you about to cry? She said, he is so sweet.
I'm falling in love.
I said, girl,
you don't come up as friendly.
That's what I said. I was like, girl.
No.
I was like, not you falling in love.
I see the comments.
With my sponsor. So I do with my sponsor. So, and because I don't monetize my channel, see, I do everything probably after that. Because when people do things for you, they think they tell you what to do.
I feel like if I eat this in the sprinter, it's going to be awesome.
I do what I want to do. But because I did have a relationship.
This is a big ass salad.
It is. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? And they can't tell me I can't put other things on my screen. I can do that. Oh, damn, did we hit
in live?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
hit this one.
We're still live.